This is preparing to go live.
Okay, so we are. Good job. So that's what you're going to be doing from now on. So from now on, when you're hosting, I'm going to be saying, okay, make us live. And then you need to let us know when you hit live and it says going live, you need to let us know.
Why do I have to let you guys know?
So we know we're live, so I know so I can promote the link and stuff. Because if you're controlling it, I'm not controlling it, so I can't tell you. Or I'd
Cool.
say, hey, we're going to be live in 30
Hey
seconds.
Taylor, or hey Travis, are we live?
I don't know. I'm not controlling it. Taylor, are we live? It says we're live.
We're live.
It says we're live.
On custom live streaming. What did you customize on it, Taylor?
To YouTube. No, not him. So for some reason, if you select YouTube, when we go live, it won't let people know we're live for like a half an hour to 45 minutes. It's super weird. And it sometimes won't even show it when you search it. So I have to do this custom streaming, but
Mine
literally
says live right now on YouTube.
because we're using the custom. So there's an option where you can be like, use YouTube, Twitch. But if you use the YouTube one, it doesn't make it go live. So I have to use a custom one, put in all the YouTube information, and it does the same. It's just stupid.
This YouTube algorithm, because it's titled most searched porn during U.S. election, my next video is President Trump in legal financial jeopardy after leaving the office. ABC News. You're going to be fucking up my YouTube searches.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. We'll give it a few seconds here. Yeah, I invite Kyle. I think he'd be on a little bit later. And then Liam might pop in if his date goes bad. But other than that,
You better
We'll
tell us
see.
about it. This is an After 9 episode.
oh, definitely. He would have to tell us. He wouldn't be allowed on if he didn't. So
World clock, Australia. What time is it there?
it's just morning his time.
Well, morning is not a time. That is like a time of day. Oh, they got fucking time zones on Australia. I thought is it really that big? Has anyone here been
It's pretty
to
big.
Australia?
Kyle,
Has
I
anyone-
have been.
Kyle's not here yet. Has anyone here been to the lower hemisphere? Travis probably has for wrestling.
No, it's all
Down
like,
in
what is the
Mexico.
lowest hemisphere?
Like
no, I've never
Mexico.
been to Mexico. They've never done WrestleMania in Mexico.
I feel like Mexico would have like a serious like Nacho Libre vibe wrestling crew. Like they must have
It
like a lot
does.
of okay, yeah.
They're called
Life.
Lucha Libres, not
Lucha
Nacho
Libres.
Libre. Lucha Libres.
I
yeah.
just referring to the movie because I'm not too well versed in wrestling.
You all right, Taylor? You look like you're really concerned about something.
I'm fucking panicking.
Why?
He's realizing that he didn't know what that species was when I asked him. And
Yeah.
he's like getting anxiety just thinking about that moment.
Taylor,
I'm
do
getting
you want
the meat sweats.
So because you're
Meat
hosting you're hosting it, can you change it to the grid view so then when we're streaming it sees all of us, you know?
How the hell do I change it to the grid?
So top right corner where you can make it full screen and there's like speaker view, you can change it. Grid view will
That is
see
a
all
good
of us.
point because it was
the
just
box.
Travis when I pulled up this.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Did I fix it?
I'll know in about 10 seconds. There you go. You fixed it. So there
What
we
other
go.
views are there? Oh, it's
You
just
did
two
fix it.
views.
Good job.
Fix it.
Okay, I'm gonna share this to Facebook and Twitter, and then we're gonna go for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll invite the patrons, and then yeah, so there we go.
People
So
can
we're-
super chat us, donate us through YouTube. That's hype.
They can. They did for Black Lives Matter. They did. If you ever want to support
Nice.
the channel, go ahead. You know?
So if we were like, let's say we were doing our charity Black Lives Matter stream, and we got a super chat, would
Yeah.
we just give that, I guess, to the stream? Like, is that how that works, or is it like how? Never mind. I answered my own question.
we would get yeah. The problem is with that is you have to wait a little while to get the YouTube money. So when
Right.
we did that, we just took our GV funds, donated, and wait to
Yeah.
get the YouTube stream.
That's
And
kind of what I
plus,
was asking. I wasn't sure how soon you'd get the money. So
Yeah, it's a good option, and even then, if people would donate and give us stuff to help build the channel up, that'd be great. But still, the money
the
got
classic
it.
Travis nut shot.
What did he do? He didn't even know it came. Whoa,
he
what's he
putting on
putting
his
between his
crotch?
legs?
Oh,
Oh,
his
this is
target
definitely
dog.
after 9. Oh no. They're gonna see the title and then tune into this and be like, "What the hell is this?" Oh my goodness.
His name's Whoop Whoop. Oh no, this is definitely an 18
His
plus
name's Whoop Whoop.
stream.
But yeah, they do take like a small fee from it too, so it's still
Yeah,
not the
I
greatest. The
figured.
best way, people, is Patreon. Patreon's the best way because you also get content too. So there you go.
I like your keyboard. Looks like a Logitech.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah, let's go.
You like that? Look at this.
By the way, Kirkland, how's
Oh,
that
yeah.
soundboard that you took?
You can have it back actually, because I have a new one.
You're giving it to her next week. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have it. I'm rocking the headphones.
you're probably gonna sound better than Taylor.
It worked awesome the one time I used it, so I appreciate you giving it to me.
So wait, why do I get the old one and you get a new one? Why don't I get the new one?
Because I bought it out of my own pocket from someone
That's
at work.
Understandable. Yours better than mine.
It's meant for like actually, now that I
We
think
don't
about
know
it,
yet.
I could have used this one for why I bought that one, but I don't know. I guess I'd save the GV money, so you're welcome.
I guess, but we still may end up buying another one if yours doesn't have like a gain, because that could be like I'll
yeah.
have to listen, but I haven't listened to
We're in
that
the
other track yet.
prototypes of
Yeah.
this current one, so yeah. I also I've only used it like a handful of times, so I might mess around with it and figure out like some gain settings. There's a lot of knobs that I don't recognize. I'll have to watch like a YouTube tutorial.
Yeah,
Carl
for
Ritchie
sure.
in the chat. Let's go.
Oh man, he gave this so no. Carl's always here to fucking, try to ruin my day here. So let's get this going. We are live now. Welcome to After 9. This is our monthly episode where we just bullshit. We talk about whatever's going on in our lives, whatever's going on in pop culture. It's M-rated. As you can see, we just have a shot of Taylor's dick with a microphone. I
Oh,
didn't
it's
know
not
his
literally. I mean, come on now. It's censored. There's something in front of it.
is your dick not in the shot?
No, it's not. This is in front of it. There's nothing.
It still is in the shot, but either way.
Bag's lower than the shot.
My name is Travis now, Clown Prince Podcast, and I'm
My
joined
name-
by
Is Kirkland Patzer drinking the last White Claw from the stream?
Wow, you still have some?
I'm not really a drinker, but after 9, when in Rome,
It's only 7.
it is only
it's after
7
9 somewhere though, right? Oh, it's back.
in Australia. It's like 11 a.m. I'm looking at the time right now.
Who else
I
are we joined by?
am Jessica,
You right,
Hey,
Jessica? Are you
the one
tired?
with the what do you
Whoa.
call it,
Oh,
Travis?
that's awesome.
The overrated Wally mug.
It is overrated movie. We should ask on
Wally
the
is the
patron
most
side.
underrated Disney movie.
No, it's definitely not,
Not-
underrated.
It
I
is
would say it's
definitely
underrated.
it's
It's
un-
not really.
okay.
It doesn't get brought up in my conversations.
You
with
can't
Disney
even go to
movies.
when you go to Disneyland. They don't even have any Wally merchandise.
Exactly, underrated.
Underrated. I won't.
I
I
agree with you,
won't
Jessica.
go as far to say that is the most underrated. That might be a stretch, but it is definitely underrated.
Yeah.
And I have Eve, and
So
I
I
actually
did-
I have Wally as well, but Wally is Matt's, so I'm sticking with my Eve.
That's a big mug.
It is really big.
Yeah.
It's huge.
So Taylor, I know you still got to introduce yourself, but the link is live,
whoop.
so the floodgates will open in the future. People might come in, former GV members, maybe some patrons, stuff like that. But Taylor, who are you?
I am the. I can't say that because it always sounds so wrong when you say it like that.
At least say it now.
Yeah.
I can't. It just still sounds so wrong.
It's the After 9 about porn searchers. I think you can say it.
In the title.
I'm not. No, I'll
porn in the
say
title.
my name and then I will say what I was wanting to say. I am the Yelcha Taylor Field.
Ooh,
Formerly, possibly, I was gonna go with the Predator Taylor Field, but that does not sound good.
that is a good point. That's like when we were doing, what was it the when we were rating our X-Men movies, Travis, with Kyle. What was he?
Mhm.
The Rate Master.
Right, he called himself the Rate Master, and me and Kirkland did not hear the T at all.
He was so like nonchalant with it too. Like he's so innocent. It just
I
never
saw-
crossed his mind that that's what could have been perceived by us.
Oh yeah. And Kyle says he's in a restaurant. He thought I had 2 more hours. He doesn't know that that's just the name of the show. It's just the name of the show, Kyle. But yeah, I just saw GV crumble before my eyes when I thought he said the Rate Master, and I was like, that's it, we're done.
Right at the beginning of the episode, it's like, oh no, we lost all of our viewers.
Yeah, all our ads, everything like that. It's just gone. So it's just the name of the show, Kyle. But either way, so he'll probably join us in a little bit. That's
I liked
fine.
his question earlier too. What was it? Is like 9 after 9 your guys' time or like my time?
What does it even mean?
It's
Yeah.
the name. Yeah, well, there's so many different time zones
I-
for the people that would be jumping into this call.
There's been so many like arguments of fucking times today. I feel like Tiz said 5:30 and then 6. We did start at like and we're trying to figure out stuff. And Jessica, you just come in here with it's almost 7. We know we're trying to fucking troubleshoot all this stuff. So it's just like a long time ago, Dylan. If you're watching, when me and Taylor were trying to do our first ever cast. Oh, it's Hansi. When we were trying to do our
Hey.
first ever cast through this Zoom link and whatnot, we were having problems. And then Dylan was like, it must be your Mac. And I was like, the Mac is fine. It might have been my Mac actually, because my Mac sucks. But how's it going, Hansi? Oh, she can't hear. We can't hear. Maybe she can hear us. We can't hear you. Taylor's doing something.
Tell
with
her,
his door.
tell her what you
My
keep telling me
cat
to do,
keeps coming
Travis.
in.
Where you got to change your audio on the Zoom.
Oh yeah, maybe that's Hansi. In the bottom left corner, there's like the mic in the video. Sometimes the mic, if you switch it'll switch by itself, and sometimes
Okay, I think I'm
Yeah.
literally I have to do Zoom calls for work and stuff. Every single time I'm doing this where I'm like, I don't know.
it's okay. It happens to
Hello.
all of us. Kirkland does it almost every cast too. So
Okay, to be fair, the last couple casts have been a different audio interface. So it's a different setup every time. It's not like my computer defaults every time I turn it on or off.
that's true. But yeah, Hansi, you're just walking into us just bickering about times and whatnot. But yeah, Jessica, we were troubleshooting and you're telling us it's almost 7. It's like we know we got 4 minutes. We're trying to get to it. And then Taylor, are you trying your best to make yourself have a light too? Like a pink I thought you had like a like a mood light.
Like a mood light.
Well, you just look your shirt looks a little pink now, so I thought you were like trying to like rip off my
I think
gimmick
it's the
right now.
reflection of you on my screen.
Is it really?
I don't know.
How's it
Carl
going,
is
Hansi?
joining in.
Who is? Oh, Carl. Oh,
Carl,
great,
yeah.
Carl.
Nice.
I'm happy to see Hansi, but I don't know about Carl. Oh no, Carl.
There he is.
He's just laughing because he's knowing he's gonna ruin my day. But Hansi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I probably have like half hour or so. All my plans got to be switched around and everything because I had to get tested for COVID-19 and quarantine and
Oh.
stuff.
no.
So, but I tested negative, so
Noise.
it's all
That's good.
All good.
So that you get the whole like up the nose and everything like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, they had me do it myself. They like gave me the swab and I had to like stick it up there and like yeah.
How do you know
wasn't
far to
very
go?
Pleasant.
It's just
They-
tickly.
Told you how you have to hold it at a certain point and then stick it up to in your nose until your fingers touch.
Oh,
Ah,
Sounds
knuckle
so-
deep.
Yeah. Probably not the last time I'll have to do that. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's
yeah, it's all fun
Hang in
times
there,
down
yeah.
here.
well, at least it's negative, so that's good. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, yeah. If you're only here for half an hour after I introduce Carl, we could talk about whatever topic you want to. First, Carl, how's it going? And oh, he's drinking some sugar. I see. What time is it there? I always have to ask you.
It's 3:15 in the morning.
Jeez Louise. So as
That's
we've announced,
dedication,
That's
That is
Travis
real
works.
Can't get
dedication.
mad at him for this.
Travis,
he
that's how you
shows
work,
up
right?
to insult me. That's the dedication. He shows up to be on your side.
I haven't said anything, Baldy-locks.
No.
Goldilocks.
But like we've said, in December we're gonna do a morning one, so you're not gonna have to wake up so crazy. I know you're always like, oh, don't worry about it, but you know we can do in the morning. You know.
Yeah,
We
well,
wanna
I'm
see-
9 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to
This-
see your little fans pop in too after they gave us such a nice video on the stream.
Yeah, they had such fun with that.
That's awesome.
That's good. So yeah, we have a bunch of stuff. But Hansi, what did you want to talk about?
Well, first I wanted to join in on the Wally love.
Yes!
no.
Yes.
Let's. So, is Wally like your guys? Where is it in your like? Is it a top 3 Pixar?
Yes.
Probably.
Probably my
Wow.
favorite.
Wow. So you must hate every time. Okay. So now I see. Taylor, where is it?
It's definitely low. Like I got A Bug's Life and Ratatouille above it.
Okay.
Ratatouille is great.
Come on.
No,
It is.
it's-
Thank
no,
you,
it's- I
Kirkland.
can't give you
Ratatouille's so good.
Ratatouille's
Those
like,
are great.
oh,
Great.
so okay. What is
I-
your guys' bottoms then? Because you're showing ones that I have near the bottom. Like I'm sure everyone has like cars, right? Like everyone has cars at the bottom.
I
I
like
like the
cars.
first Cars.
Cars one's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
watching Cars 1 with Kai, so I'm feeling it right now.
Cars is great.
Planes, Fire and Rescue would be at the bottom.
I've never even
Don't-
seen that. I didn't know that was a thing.
I don't
Yeah.
count that because did that even come out to theaters? The Dane Cook movie.
Pretty sure it came to theaters in like
Dane Cook in
2010.
that?
Dane Cook's the main guy. Yep.
Oh,
Is he
that
a
might move
car
up in my
or does he
list.
play himself?
No, he's gonna be a plane. It's Planes, Fire, and Rescue.
Yeah.
Plays
Dane Cook, the
himself.
comedian, is in Planes. No, he was just tweeting about today how it's on Disney Plus or something. So
I see.
good for him. What about you, Carl? Who you just turned off to Grant Ganoff the White over there?
He did.
Oh, there you go. So-
Like Theoden King.
Yeah,
Um,
you have no power here.
yeah, no, I like Ratatouille. It's quite good.
But what
about
about Wally?
Wally?
You're avoiding the Wally
Wally-
question.
Yeah, it was alright.
Wow.
I don't think I ever finished
Slander.
Wally. Actually, I remember some fat people on chairs, and then I think that's where I turned it off.
That's pretty close to the end.
Mhm.
Okay,
You got to the fat people in chairs. You made it through most of the movie.
it might have been like
No,
little
they have to
cousins were
learn their
watching or something.
lesson.
That was a vehement like hand slap too. Yeah, I like it to the point. I I like it. I just think it's just. I remember I didn't see it in theaters. I remember everyone talking about it so much about how amazing it is. When I saw it, I thought it was great, but I don't know. I like it better before they meet the people in chairs. But I guess you're right. That's kind of the whole purpose. They need to, whatever.
Travis was the person in the chair,
Saves the
so
earth.
he got offended big time by it.
Oh God.
That's a low blow right there. I don't even know when Wally came out. Actually, oh, what is this? Another cup. Jeez, Louise.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got the Toy Stories up there. Those are my top
Yeah.
3, and then 4 is like lower somewhere in there. It's all right. 4. I like 4 a lot, but it's I don't know. I'm trying to think other than Toy Story what my top 3 is, but yeah. So
Coco.
there you go,
Dude,
What?
Coco,
Coco's great.
Moana.
Yeah,
Those
Moana's
are like
great.
Oh
oh,
yeah, Moana. Yeah, I
Moana's
love
not-
Moana's
Moana.
not Pixar though.
Pixar.
Yeah, come on,
Oh.
Kirkland.
I
You're
mean,
not
it's all
even a
Disney.
podcaster. No.
I
But
apologize, everyone.
that's all right. But yeah, so yeah, what did you want?
Oh, I will give a shout out to Onward actually.
Onward's great.
Oh, that is
I haven't seen it
amazing.
yet.
Oh,
That's really good.
okay, definitely check it out. Up is a good one.
I love
That was
it.
fantastic.
That's
yeah.
She's got the
Probably
Pixar up now.
number
She's
two.
getting her list, just rattling them off.
Monsters Inc. in there.
Oh yeah.
What about
The
Monsters
Incredibles.
University? Everyone
love
loved
Monsters
that.
University.
Everyone loved that, and I hated it. I
I
don't know
feel
what
like
it
it's the
was.
reverse that people kind of think it's really like, man, I'm like, it's great.
Then I'm in the
They're
mainstream.
college and yeah, you are in the mainstream. Yeah. Oh, I thought Jessica was gonna keep going with Pixar. So, see,
Well, yeah, there's Incredibles. No one reacted to that, but I would just like to shout out that there's been many jokes based on that. So
Incredibles
obviously-
is great. It's just they got that shitty second one, you know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
really
shitty.
values the first one.
Disagree.
Yeah.
Tarnishes
Brave,
the legacy.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, but then you have Finding Dory.
But
Exactly.
like, they're not bad movies. It's just like a
But they're
remake
not-
of the first.
But they're just they're just super safe, you know.
and
I
did your
just
kids like
expect
it? There
What?
you go.
Question for you: has anyone seen whatever Bernie?
Is that supposed to be
Burn.
like Bernie, like the Democrat representative?
Sanders.
I don't know.
It's his
a
political
Pix-
campaign.
It's
But
a
it's not
Pixar
spe-
movie.
It's not spelt that way though. It's not spelled with an E, so it's not that Bernie.
I don't know. It's just this is a Pixar movie. Bernie.
Maybe it was a short or something.
That is a good point. They do have good shorts, like Bow. That's an amazing short. I forget what movie that was like before it, but that's amazing. What about Inside Out? I never
Oh,
saw
Kirkland
it.
has his list now.
That one's good.
You
Okay.
never? Why
I heard
did you
mixed
bring it up?
things
You've
on
never
Inside
seen
Out.
it.
Well, because everyone that I've heard talk about the movie has been so 50-50. I feel like half the people I've talked to really like it. Half the people
are
are
you
just like,
talking
oh,
to?
it's terrible. I don't want to reveal the people in my social circles.
I think that's one of the more well liked ones. But no, I like it a lot. It says it's a good like message of growing up. If you ever watch it, you'll know what Bing Bong is, and that's just like a heart crushing thing. And yeah, Inside Out's good. Pixar
Yeah,
is usually pretty good. I'm very excited for Soul coming out Christmas.
Oh, I'm so excited for that movie, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that Jamie Foxx or am I mistaken?
It is Jamie Foxx. Yes.
Yeah, let's go. It's going to be a good
Mhm.
one.
So Hanson, you said you never seen Onward. Do you have Disney Plus? Because you're watching Mandalorian, I assume.
Yeah, yes. I mean, I'm stealing Disney Plus from somebody else. Well, okay. That makes it sound really, really bad. I'm just borrowing a password of
Borrowing
someone.
and stealing are two different things.
An
That's
algorithm just gets different people's Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Susan
that's a
Taylor's
great
right
But
now.
yes,
Yeah.
I have access to Disney Plus.
You should watch
So-
Onward. It's worth it.
Yeah, I
good.
should. I think that's probably the only one I haven't.
Tom
seen.
Holland and Chris Pratt are like such a great pairing, especially in a movie like that. Oh,
It's true.
If you're into nerdy stuff, lots of like D&D references and things
Yeah.
like that, right?
all the
okay.
spells are actually taken like from D&D, and like the place that
Really?
they are taken from D&D. So if you played it before,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
it's
that's
really
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Then
I didn't know that till
I
on.
love it.
I didn't know it till after I saw the movie, and then someone I was talking to at work, they played D&D, and then they were telling me about it.
That's
And there's
cool.
lots of like little nerd references, like they pass like a breakfast joint called Second Breakfast, like little
Oh,
things
okay.
like
Oh,
that hidden
cool.
Pop
inside
culture
of it.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. then I'll have to watch it because I feel like I wasn't that hyped for it.
I wasn't either
came
until I
out.
saw it because it just went to like straight to VOD and then Disney. And I don't know. I actually had only seen one trailer. I was like, oh, it looks fine, and I'll see it when I did. And then I did see it. And yeah, it was. I've never played D&D, so I don't have the same reverence you guys do for that. But just the story is really good. It's good. Do you have any siblings?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Then-
I have 3 siblings, so I'm the youngest by a lot. So I
Kirkland,
kind of don't.
Why?
Little
why,
dinosaur.
why are you guys chatting in the chat? You guys can wait.
I don't want to
until
cut anyone else, but I didn't want to like forget about that
you
movie.
didn't want to forget about whatever. Whoop. Why? Okay, Taylor. Why is your name Whoop Whoop?
I don't know. Why not?
Right? Is Mike
You have a
crapping
problem
out?
with whoop whoop?
I assumed it
you're-
was because your mic
you're
was
like-
crapping out, and then that would be like the noise that would hear. It's like an
That wasn't
onomatopoeia.
exactly what I was like picturing, but I appreciate the thought. But it's like, you're just hype, like whoop whoop.
Definitely not what I think of when I think of Taylor Field.
Yeah, no, Taylor has like a different skewed version of life. So yeah, Hansi, I'll let you pick. So we have some news. We have the main topic, which is your guys' what you guys are searching in the election over there, and then I think what else
Mando.
is there? There's Mano and the holiday special. If you watched, I don't know if people actually watched the holiday special. It was a big debate in our group chat. Kirkland
did. I
yeah,
did.
thank God.
Yeah.
But
I just started watching it. I'm about 12 minutes in, so I don't have a ton of knowledge
Carl?
on it yet.
12 minutes
But
is fresh.
yeah, let's start with news.
Carl, did you watch the holiday special?
Oh, hell no.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Hell no.
Wow.
What do you have
wrong
against
with
Star
it?
Wars, and what do you have against
That-
Lego? First of all,
Oh, I thought it
Carl's
was that
just
old.
backing me and Taylor.
Yeah, I thought it was
No,
a Christmas
no, I'm
special.
not a part of your group here, Jessica. I was all for the Lego holiday special.
Did you watch it?
No, but
Exactly.
that's not because I don't like it. Very different
I'm
reason.
not saying that I don't like it. I like the Lego movies and I like Star Wars. I just didn't watch it.
You make it
All
sound
right.
like it's a bad
Yes,
thing. though.
Carl, there was a new special that came
I
out.
thought it was the old special. I'm like,
No,
oh,
Lego
what's
Star
that piece of shit?
Yeah.
this felt like a part 2 of it at times. Honestly, they
Yeah.
were talking about Life Day. They had similar casts coming in. I was worried there at the beginning, but
Okay,
it got much better.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rattle off a bunch of news, and then whatever we want to talk about, we can. But I'm gonna quick fire this. So we had in the past, like, what am I? can't do math.
Quick math.
72 hours. I was gonna say 36, but that's not 3 days. That's definitely not. That's not even 2 days. So I'm a little tired. So we have Wonder Woman she is going now to HBO Max the same day as being released in theaters and then international for theaters. We have Deadpool 3 is happening, which is going to be rated R, produced by Kevin Feige. So it's outside the MCU for now. Mads Mikkelsen might be in Fantastic Beast, replacing Johnny Depp, which we've not talked about, which I'm sure is not controversial at all. And then we have for Taylor Field, there's a Transformers film being made and a Predator film being made. So
Oh,
I'm
you didn't
gonna-
tell
That's
me
why
about the
he's whoop whooping.
Transformers film. Oh, that's a double dose
That's
of
what-
Taylor.
Whoop whoop whoop! Now,
So, Hansi, is there anything in that collection you want to start with, and then we'll go around the room? And if you have nothing to say on any topic, that's fine. But those are like the main things that are popping off this week.
Right. Yeah, I thought the Wonder Woman news was really interesting. I feel like it's going to change a lot of things
Mhm.
because that was, yeah, it's kind of the first one that is going with this plan. So I'm sure other studios will be following.
Is that like a, because it's weird because it comes out for Christmas, but is that like do you have HBO Max, or are you stealing that as well? Is that another situation?
I don't have HBO Max, and no, I'm not stealing it.
So perfect. So will this make you subscribe to HBO Max?
I was thinking about that. I'm thinking either I'll get the free trial for it,
Mhm.
or if it's playing at a drive-in, I might go see it there. I haven't really decided yet if it's going to be worth a subscription because there's not much else on HBO I'm super interested in besides Barry, but that show's not coming back for a while, so
Barry's great.
Barry
Oh.
is very great.
Yeah, none of these people will watch. I tell them every week to watch it.
That's
every
not
week.
true.
It's so
That's
good.
not
Every
true.
time Bill
You've
Hader
never
comes up,
once
I
told
say you
me.
should watch. Oh, that's a lie. Not never once. I've definitely told you, but yeah. So okay, so maybe
So-
free week trial, but I feel like they should like. Obviously, I want you to see it, but I feel like they should, if they want to make money, they should take that trial away for December because I feel like a lot of people would sign up for it just to watch Wonder Woman and then they'll bounce. I feel like
You're gonna
they
make it
should.
like a part series. It's like a 7-part series.
So the Snyder cut is that you're saying?
Well, that's what they did with the Mandalorian. And
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
first season, that's what got everybody to subscribe. So
Yep.
And they cut the Disney Plus cut the free trial thing quick. It was like the first month, and then after that was done, they didn't do it anymore.
Oh,
No
really?
one's really doing. I feel
Wow.
Netflix doesn't do it anymore. This will be a big shock for you guys. The WWE Network doesn't do it anymore either. So I know you guys are always bummed about that.
I was waiting
but
to use mine.
yeah. I kept telling you, you better hurry up, and they kept telling me that's gonna change, and you missed your chance.
I did.
What about you,
So-
Carl? Oh, go ahead, Jessica.
Yeah, so I don't know if either Summer, Carl, this doesn't really apply to you, so you probably know, but here in Canada, we're not getting it to HBO Max as of right now. The rumor is that we're only getting it direct to theaters. So I was wondering if for Carl, if
Interesting.
that was the same for you, if you fall under like international and only straight to theaters, or do you know if it'll be going to HBO Max for you guys?
Yeah, just straight to theaters. I think if we open, we're going for a 2-week lockdown next week. So
Mm.
I think
Ours
that'll
just
get us
started.
to around that weekend. So yeah, I'll go to the cinema and watch it. I don't care.
Carl, I don't give a fuck. That's just what he said. Yeah, no, it's
VIP, baby.
you too. But yeah, we're gonna be watching it somehow through HBO Max through I don't know some means of like a VPN or
Stealing
something.
it.
But no, we'll be paying for it. I'm not gonna steal it like you over there, but we're gonna find a
Pays for
way.
a
But
VPN.
yeah, I pay for my it's Express VPN. It's going right now. Oh shit, I should turn that off. That fucks with my Wi-Fi.
That's why he keeps
Right now, I
glitching
think
out.
someone's
I like how he
bad.
glitched. He
That actually
glitched right
might
when he
be.
said that.
He's downloading a lot of things.
Look at that face.
That's good.
Someone
that time he called me with
screenshot
his
that.
mom.
Oh, I already took a screenshot. Don't worry.
Nice.
I got one earlier too from our first cast we did. It was another good screenshot.
Oh, it's
Make a
back.
little album.
Enough of your screenshots, all right? It's because I turned it off. That's why it came back and everything like that. So, okay. So Carl, are you interested in Wonder Woman? You're gonna see it?
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. So can't wait to see it in the cinema. I was hoping it does come out Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll get it on HBO Max as well and watch it Christmas Day with the kids.
Well, it might be earlier for you because originally it said international markets was December 16th. When Tenet came out, Canada was included in international. I guess this time or not, but it might be. You might get it a little early. You might get 9 days earlier than us.
Well,
so.
yeah, I think in the cinema we'll get it on the 16th, but I just think on Christmas Day I can watch it at home. HBO
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing, Taylor?
Sorry, Madison was just showing me our photographer finally has our engagement photos done, so very excited.
Cool. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect time to look at those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring
bring
'em
them
up.
in, let us see.
Yeah. Let's judge him. We'll rate them.
Yeah, we'll rate them out of 5.
You can judge me, but I'm a never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
What?
don't
You're
Where?
a predator.
No, not that again.
I'm a
You can judge me if you want, but I'm a predator.
well, why are you? What is this? Wait! Oh my god!
Continue. Don't focus on me. Continue.
It's hard not to sometimes. It's just like one time we were doing a cast and you were talking about the Predator movie and you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm always going to like Predator.com," and we told you like, don't do
Okay.
that.
No. That's a lie. I
That's
don't know
not
what
a
kind
lie.
of weird fantasy you're imagining me
I'm not.
in.
You were talking about the movie Predator, but like the way you said it made it sound like it was not about the movie Predator.
I there's no way me as a grown man who's navigating
You're not a
the
grown man.
interwebs
You're
would
still a
go,
boy.
Why would I go onto predator.com or predator.ca?
Okay,
Am I
so let's ask this
insane?
question. Taylor, how much did you spend for your lights, your light bulbs that change colors? Because I want to ask Hansi and Carl a
I
question.
spent $30 on them.
That's a lie. He
Nope. I waited and they went on a super clearance when I worked at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I got that employee discount and got them from $300 down to $30.
We apologize. Taylor's
That's a
mic. We're
super
trying to figure it
discount.
out. It's a little quiet sometimes. So
How much did you spend for your lights, Travis? Before
20
we...
bucks.
That's pretty close to Taylor's. I
But
mean,
he was saying
what's your full
so
price?
he was lying and trying to bait DL saying they were like $250 or something like that.
No, because that's how much they are priced regular.
But you never
retail.
told us you got them on sale. You just told us the sale
is
price.
true.
Well, why would I have to tell you it's on sale?
Doesn't mean you're trying
So
to.
we were
bitch.
judging you for spending $300 on lights.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
why.
people like, oh, I made this delicious salmon. I'm not gonna be like, the salmon is like low key Walmart salmon.
Is that
Is
what,
that what
your
I
salmon
had?
is?
Is that what I had?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Oh,
like a
no.
frozen dinner salmon or whatnot. But I was gonna ask, would you guys spend $300 on lights? But Taylor didn't even. So Taylor's been like for weeks telling us he spent $300 on these lights that just change colors in one room.
No.
But-
Like, okay, let me give you the context of these lights. So you can connect them with Amazon Alexa or Google Home, and you can basically voice command them. You can change to like, I don't even know how many colors are in the rainbow, but times it by 1,000.
You don't know how many colors are in the.
I thought you were just gonna say like in the world, but then you dropped rainbow.
And then times that by 1,000.
Taylor,
I haven't
try
seen a
name the
rainbow for a
colors.
while. What's
Try
that?
name the you can see that sounds sad. Well, name the colors you can think of.
Roy G. Biv. Like, it's legit.
Don't help him,
Roy's
don't
Don't
help him.
help. Don't help me. You got purple, you got blue, you got green, yellow, red, and you got what's that other one in there? Some orange?
I'm like
A little
that.
orange in there.
You're missing one.
You're missing one.
I'm missing one. What's the other one? Like fuchsia or something?
Oh,
Or...
Mahogany.
salmon, not pink salmon. Oh boy.
Red, orange, yellow, violet, indigo, blue, purple. Roy G. Biv.
And you
Violet,
forgot green.
indigo, and
You forgot
purple?
green.
That's like all the
green,
same
our
thing.
colors, our Geek First colors. You forgot our logo's colors.
Oh,
Well,
green.
you're not even repping our color. You're purple.
Well, this is after 9. I'm pink. Pink is after 9 logo.
That's
you know?
true. That is true.
That is a good point.
Yeah, can
I was
think whatever I
confused
want.
why you had that earlier. So thanks for asking that question.
Now I'm green.
Oh!
right? Now I'm the fucking Riddler from
Oh my
Batman
gosh.
Forever. Now the sun's out.
That's like a jump scare. If you didn't like, you gotta let
Now
me know
I'm
when
the
you're doing
devil.
that.
You're the green asshole, like our
What?
conversation in GB
I don't know what the green asshole. What is the? I missed the green asshole chat.
The Green
That's not-
Hulk.
Oh right. I lost my color.
You're talking
Hang
about
on.
your stew. You needed, I think that's what it was. You needed to throw some green in that,
It
some
was
kale.
his paprikash, whatever.
chicken paprikash. I made homemade chicken paprikash. Yeah.
This guy doesn't know how to make anything but like one meal, and it's something I've never heard of in my life.
I know how to make tacos.
Like instant ramen. Like that's a food.
I
thing.
no, I let Emily do that. I don't know.
Aren't you a gold member on Skip? That just shows kind of what your
Yeah, it
cooking
is.
ability is like.
What are you guys good at? Carl, can you cook?
Yeah, I'm a pretty good cook.
How's your salmon making skills?
I've never made salmon, don't like fish. Unless it's
Oh.
from the chip shop. I don't know if he's had those or not.
What about shellfish? Or is that in that same category?
I like some cockles, mussels.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Hansi,
are.
can you cook?
Nope.
No? Not
Well-
even paprikash?
No,
No,
paprikash is still,
unfortunately.
it takes a talent. There's lots of
Oh, it does.
spices.
That's what I mean. I've
What
never.
is paprikash? What is this?
It's like an
It's-
Indian dish, isn't it?
No, it's Hungarian.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
It's in Civil War as well. That's what Vision's trying to make Scarlet Witch, if you recall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
and
see.
she's not. That's not paprika.
When did you become Hungarian? I feel like this is
I've
like a
always been
new thing.
Hungarian. I'm not like you who just makes
I
up
didn't know he
nationalities
was
of
It's
our
like
Hungarian.
region.
Chinese.
This is the
Yeah.
first I've heard he's Hungarian.
Yeah.
I thought he was British before.
I am British.
He's American.
I can be multiple. No,
yeah.
I'm not
He's
American. I've never said
paprika.
American.
Yeah. He's Heinz 57. A mixed bag. 57 races. 57
I am
flavors.
too. I'm 50 Shades of White too. It's okay.
So, Jessica, I haven't talked to you about this. We've talked a little bit about this, but with Harry Potter, what are you feeling about this? Also, this is your franchise. You have Mads potentially coming in. He's saying some stupid shit like, "Oh, if they phone me, I'm in," which I don't like. I just feel like he should.
I don't know if that was the wording. He just said
But
he didn't get the call yet.
No, he said he's waiting on the call.
That still sounds like he's in. If
He's
he wants,
waiting on the call.
yeah. So he's just sitting at home staring at his phone, waiting
What
for
else is he
Jake
doing right
Rowling.
now?
What?
What else is he doing right now?
Making pepper cash.
He's like, I'm getting bored. Let's do something.
He's doing
not?
Chaos Rising or whatever.
It's walking. Chaos walking.
Yeah, that's the one.
I want to see
Jessica,
Taylor's.
Are you excited for any more for Harry Potter?
I mean, I will still see it and watch it either way because that's just unfortunately my addiction to the franchise. I don't like that they're switching him out partway through. I mean, it's controversial, but I don't think that it's fair that he's being reprimanded in such a way when she is not. I don't think that it's fair that he's being kind of taken off for like slander that he took to court and was proved false. So now he's getting reprimanded. That being said, kind of switching to the other side of it, I've seen the fan art of people like making him look like Grindelwald, and he actually looks pretty cool. So
Nice.
yeah,
It's a beautiful
So-
man.
yeah, and like the kind of like the white hair and the multicolored eyes. I do think that he looks really cool. So I think that although it sucks that they are taking him out partway through the series, I think that, I mean, as much as I love Harry Potter, I'll be the first to say it, the last movie was kind of a dumpster fire. The whole series is, you know, it's there's not really much more down we can. Maybe Matt will turn it around.
I don't say that. You never know. There's still time. Yeah, Mads will be a clear step up. Like I know we're biased to talk about Mads all the time, but I just don't think Johnny Depp is like a good actor anymore. I think he just lost it in his years of drug use. When's the last good movie you saw Johnny Depp in? He's always just playing the same like weird, like his eyes are
hold
always
on.
wide.
It's just like
21 Jump Street.
Giancarlo Esposito, same guy in everything we see him, right?
That's
Taylor?
that's not what I
Yeah.
said. I didn't say that. I just said at least Giancarlo Esposito might be the same guy, but he's still good at acting. Johnny Depp is playing the same role, but he's bad at acting now. Like all he knows how to do is Jack Sparrow, and that's it anymore.
It's killing it. It's
Is he
Jack
killing
Sparrow.
it? Watch what you
There's
say.
a petition to bring him back as Jack Sparrow. So
No,
Oh, he's not. Yeah, no, I don't want him back anywhere near. I think I don't know. I'm not going to touch the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing because at the end of the day, I understand why she's not gone because technically the court case wasn't about her, it was about him. And when a judge looks at them and says like, yeah, all this proof points to that you really abused your wife, it's not about her. So if she went to court and that happened, then I would see why Warner Brothers might back up. But when the judge and it got ruled that way, I think that's I love that they asked him to leave. That's one of my favorite things that I read. And he's like, so yeah, we parted ways, but it's just like they wouldn't fire him. They asked him to leave. But before people like scream poor Johnny Depp, he got paid, what was it? 7 figures for 10 minutes of
10
screen
million,
time?
I think it was. Wasn't
10 million plus for like
For being a great
day.
actor.
Yeah, he's that good. They paid him. He's not even going to use it. But
well, that petition that for him to come back, it's still only at like 250 or 300,000. Like it's not.
Jesus.
It's not
I
getting.
thought you were going to say
any momentum.
million, but no, that's pretty.
No. No, the one for Amber for Aquaman is at like 1.5 million, and that one started after. So
Mm-hmm.
the Johnny Depp for Fantastic Beasts is obviously not going to get enough traction to make.
I think there's a chance they just kill Mare off. I think there's a chance, like really early on. I don't know for sure because I know everyone keeps being like, "Oh, just replace her with Emilia Clarke," but I don't know. I just feel like that's weird, just to like, just.
Yeah, but
Game
they're
of
doing it with
Thrones.
Mads.
exactly.
But no, but I mean, like with that in Game of Thrones, I mean, like they literally want to take her and Jason. Why I almost call him Jason Derulo, Jason Momoa. They want to take it.
Okay, petition to
Jason
replace
Derulo.
Aquaman with Jason Derulo.
No, they want Emilia Clarke because of the Game of Thrones stuff. That's what I mean. I feel like we'd all just think of her and Drago again, or whatever his name
He's got the
was.
exact same hair. It was
Well,
Drago.
yeah.
Good one.
What
Good one.
was his name?
Good one,
Drago.
Travis.
Okay.
Khal
Drogo.
Drogo.
Khal
Drogo. Yeah, Drago's the Rocky boxer.
Oh yeah.
I was wrong about that, but
He dies. He dies.
yeah. Hansi and Carl, do you guys have any like? I don't even know you guys like fan with Harry Potter. Do you like Harry Potter? Do you have any intrigue in these like Fantastic Beasts and where to bore me and stuff like that?
I've always loved Harry Potter.
Mhm.
I mean, I've only read the books once, but I've always loved the movies and went to Harry Potter World in Florida or whatever.
Oh,
and that
yeah.
was like
So good.
the best time of my life or whatever. But
no. You didn't want to say it, but then you said it because you thought it might sound sad, but it's not. It's not all. But you didn't want to commit
Yeah.
to saying life, but you did. Did you have the butterbeer?
uh-huh.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. I wish
Very
they
good.
sold it like online. I would purchase it.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
good.
you'd be fat Travis again though. Isn't it
I
just
honestly
like
liked
It's worth it for the butterbeer.
yeah, I liked it, and I liked the pumpkin juice more than the butterbeer, honestly.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, but I've always loved Harry Potter, but I do not like the Fantastic Beasts movies. There's just not much there for me to enjoy. So,
So-
probably won't be seeing the third one in theaters.
Have you seen the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It was rough.
So where do you? Because this is a big debate in our group chat too. Where do you fall on Eddie Redmayne? Are you a fan of Eddie Redmayne?
He's fine.
He's fine. Exactly. He's fine.
He's fine.
Travis hates on him more
hates
than just
so
saying
much.
he's fine.
I
He's
think he's
intimidated by him.
I'm not intimidated by him in many ways.
His
I'm not a
masculine
fucking
energy.
I'm not a-
Sexual prowess.
Eddie
Intimidate you.
Redmayne and his sexual prowess. Please show me the movie where he's showing off his sexual prowess.
It's in development.
Did you see that mating dance in the
Yeah,
Fantastic
it's
Beasts
Fantastic
movie?
Beasts. Yeah, yeah. What about you, Carl? Carl, I bet you don't like Harry Potter, right?
I didn't mind them at the time when they started, and then when I seen the last movie, it's like, well, this was a waste of 10 years. He just went like this with his wand, and the battle was over, and it was okay. That was
So you saw Deathly Hallows Part 2 and you thought you just wasted 10 years.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Could he not have
bold.
just done that the first time? First
Well, I
movie,
do-
then done and dusted.
This is always my problem. So I'm rewatching them right now. I'm about to get to Order of Phoenix, aka the worst one. And it's going to become that moment where they're like, so what's the worst one, Kirkland? You mean the one where they're in fucking school for an hour doing tricks with whatever her name is?
Is
What
that the
it?
one with the bitch?
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Whoa,
It's
I would
definitely the
never
worst one.
refer to a female like that.
Oh, she's a bitch. She's an actual bitch. She like
I'll sign off on that.
yeah,
The
she's a
bitch.
She like actually like physically abuses a
Umbridge?
student. So
Yes.
okay, I forgot that was that movie.
It's
So,
an
yeah,
hour and a
okay,
half
I
of
agree with you.
that, and then it's just like build up to the Minister of Magic being like, Voldemort is back, and we start the same place we were at the last fucking movie. We
Good
waste
point.
complete
I
time.
agree with you now. I agree with you now. I was just thinking of a different movie. I apologize.
Which
Carry
one were
on.
you thinking of?
That one. I just didn't know it was Order of the Phoenix. I thought it was I don't know. One of
And
the
just to
later
back you up,
ones.
Travis, that's also the worst book.
That's what everyone says.
It's
Is it the longest
the-
book? I guess never
pretty-
mind.
No,
The last one's
isn't Hollows the longest book?
probably, but it's
Halls
one
or
of those ones where
Goblet?
it jumps, like it gets huge, like the first three, and then four kind of gets chunky, but then this one is like huge, and you're like, oh, so much is gonna happen, and then it's just like reading about political stuff for freaking I don't know, like
Star
500
Wars
pages.
political
Yeah,
intrigue.
trade federations and shit like that.
Trade embargoes.
Oh, there we go.
So then, Carl, are you
Yeah.
going to see any of the new Fantastic Beasts at all then?
Yeah, I'll watch them just because. Why not?
Because you love Eddie Redmayne.
Oh, yeah.
Ready, Edman.
I like the first one. The second one was it was fine. So yeah, I'll watch the third one just to finish it off.
Well,
Something
it's
like
no. They're still making
Oh.
2 more, Carl. Remember,
This
they're
is just
making
the
Oh, what?
beginning.
All right,
Yeah.
no, then I'm out. Nope,
Yeah.
I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah.
Way too many.
So, what is everyone's favorite Harry Potter? Because I know there's going to be a big debate, and everyone's going to say lots of people are going to say the overrated answer. Okay, so Jessica's going with the overrated answer. So that's
Chamber of Secrets.
We're going with
Chamber of
movie or
Secrets.
book here?
movie. I've never read.
I've
a
never
book
read the
in my whole
books.
life. No
Okay.
Books run movies.
books.
I don't think
ruin-
actually, just so you know, 3 is not the most overrated according to most of the BuzzFeed quizzes I do, which is a very legitimate source of information.
Really,
It's
everyone always says the third one's the best one.
Which
and
one is
it's-
that?
That's
Goblet of
Prisoner
Fire?
of Azkaban.
Oh, Azkaban.
Azkaban.
Yeah, it's where
Azkaban.
you finally meet Sirius,
Diagonally.
Oh,
and obviously my son is named after Sirius. I kind of have to appreciate that movie.
I love Sirius. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how it is in the books, but I hate it in the movies when Sirius gets to them and they're in that room like at the very end and they're all scared because they think Sirius is a madman. And Sirius, who clearly can't read the situation, he's just like, "Oh, I'm here. I can't wait to hurt you." And it's just like clearly your nephew's really scared in front of you. I know you're talking about Peter Piper, but he's like, "I've waited years to get my hands on you." And it's like just say, "Not you, Harry. Don't worry." But like he never once says anything. No, I love Sirius as a character. Gary Oldman's. He's fantastic. He's up there. I made a top 10 of characters. Let me see if I can pull it up and see if I get judged because me and Emily were talking about this. Like
So
Snape's
while
number
you're looking,
1.
I will say that in the books, actually, Sirius, the character, he like Crookshanks, Hermione's cat. He like talks to her and helps her like know that Peter Pettigrew is actually bad and tries to get her to catch him because she's a cat, it's a mouse, and he is like running around the grounds.
She's
as
a cat, he's
as
a
dog.
mouse. Sounds like a
Oh, rat.
rom-com setup.
Sorry, who talks to Crookshanks?
Sirius.
Oh,
In
Sirius
his wolf
talks to
form, as an animagus, talks to Crookshanks, the cat, and lets her know that he's actually Peter Pettigrew, and so, yeah.
So the cat is willing to hold conversation with a big ass wolf? That's a brave cat.
Yeah, well, he's a human.
He's a cool
Explains it.
wolf.
Like
Yeah.
Crookshanks is actually the one that gets them into the Whomping Willow. Like
Is that
she's
in the
just
movie?
No.
no. it's just-
Okay.
It
You don't
it's just-
read.
There's still so much. Like every time I watch it, I ask Emily the same questions over and over. I'm like especially in Goblet of Fire, like all that stuff with Body Crotch, whatever his junior is name, like there's so much stuff that they just throw at you very quickly that makes no sense. I don't know
Body
if his name
Cross
Hansi.
Junior.
Body Crouch Junior, whatever his name is.
It
Barney
sounded
Crouch,
like you said body crouch.
Body Crouch Junior,
That's,
and there's Body Crouch Senior. No, Goblet's my favorite. I love Goblet. Because it's like in 3 sections. The only thing I hate about it is I hate Ron in that fucking movie because like in all 3 movies, he's like the best friend ever. And then they just need him to be like a whiny teen where he's just like, you put your name in the Goblet of Fire and you didn't tell me. I'm mad at you. And he's mad at him for half an hour of the movie. And then he's like, yeah, I guess it wasn't you. And then it's over. It's just like the stuff they could have cut. That was one of them. But
Well, friends
love-
fight. Friends fight. You and,
they're
me fight
14
daily.
years old.
But
You
they
guys
don't
do
need
fight daily.
that. They don't.
15
It's
years
just
old.
because they can't act and it's awful. And like rewatch that scene, like
can't
when
act.
Daniel Radcliffe's trying to like emote when Robert Pattinson is dead. It's brutal. And like the dad, this is his moment. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be in a movie finally. And he's like, my boy. But either way, I love like the tournament. That's good. I love like all like the teen drama other than the hatred. I love like the dating. I love the prom or the whatever. And then
the
The
Yule
fucking-
Ball. Come on,
Yeah,
the
and
Yule
come on.
Ball.
and Voldemort's entrance, oh, that whole fucking scene is great when he gets in there and everything like that, like kill the spare, and he's running around doing his little weird shit, and he's like he's doing that weird thing where there's Cedric dead on the ground, and he just uses his foot, his bare naked foot, to push his foot forward. Like he's so good in that scene. He's like,
I'm
movie's-
with you, Travis. Goblet of Fire is my favorite. The
Oh,
only
yeah.
con I have with that movie, like I love the dragons. Dragons are hype, but the only con I have is
I didn't say a word about the dragons. You just
He-
wanted
know,
to
I
it's
just-
his
I
turn
love-
to talk.
I love the dragons, but my only con with that movie is their hair. I hate their hair. It's
Oh,
Dude, I
just
loved
disgusting.
it. I loved it. Oh, at the
Oh,
time,
no.
I'm like, I want to look like that guy. He looks badass. With his
It's
long
so
hair.
bad. And the other thing I didn't like too is at the ending, like Voldemort's back, Cedric's dead, but when they're all leaving the school, they're all like laughing and like having a good time. But like a scene ago, Dumbledore's like, "He's back, Voldemort's back," and it should. But then they're like, "See you next fall." It's just like be a little sad, like Batman's dead, you know, which is so
There's
funny
a-
that he's gonna become the biggest star out of all of them. It's so fucking weird when you watch it now that like that's Batman and he's gonna become this massive guy. What are you saying, Taylor?
There's one scene, and it always gets me in Madison quite hard. When after Mad-Eye Moody, you realize it's not him, and like the teachers are all there, and like that tower, and Mad-Eye Moody's like turning back into like Marty Crouch Jr. And
Barty
like he's
Crouch
just
Jr..
you know he's a bad guy, and his head is like just draped down. And I'm gonna reenact it. So Harry does this thing. Pretend you guys are the perspective of Crouch. Harry
Okay.
just does this full on like right in front of him. Like that's the worst possible thing you could do in this scenario.
And David Tennant, I love him, but in that movie, he is overacting like a motherfucker. Like he yells so much, and like I know the tongue thing's a thing, but he's like he's on a different level in that movie. But so Kirkland, Chamber of Secrets is your favorite, which
Chamber
I
of
respect.
Secrets.
Because
Yes.
lots of people shit on that movie. They say it's one of the worst ones, but not
Oh,
for
they
me.
No.
can fuck off.
Oh, I love
that
love
one. Thomas
I-
Riddle,
Oh, it's
that got me when he spells his name, whatever the fucking Marvelo
it's
it
so
is or
good.
whatever.
Yeah, I like the addition of like when he got like the Gryffindor sword and all that stuff. Like, it was so exciting, and I like the fact that they had this like obviously the Chamber of Secret, and then there was just like hidden in plain sight. But like when he goes and kind of finds it later on at night, just a lot of stuff in there. It was awesome.
Kirkland's walking out, young Kirkland. They delivered. They showed us the Chamber of Secrets. We got to see it, mother.
They said it. They said the name of the movie.
So
What's the
my
guy's name? The bad guy?
Tom Riddle,
Voldemort.
No, not that one.
Voldemort.
The other guy. He erased his memory charms.
Oh, Lockhart. He's
Oh,
so
there you go.
good.
Yeah. Oh, he's great in that.
That was Travis's character at the GV murder mystery.
Yeah, I love Lockhart so much. I'm
When
mad
he's like
that
losing his shit. Yeah. No, he's
Yeah.
great. Great character.
And I love Lucius Malfoy. Like I know it's a huge ass wig, but he's so good and creepy. But I wanted his when I went to Potter World or whatever, Harry Potter World. I wanted his wand, but it cost a lot because you couldn't get it by itself. You had to get the full cane. And it was like 250, like 300 American, and I couldn't do it. So I got Voldemort. So I'm gonna get some shelvings in these room and put it up. Voldemort's cool, but I wanted it, but I couldn't justify spending $300 on this cane I won't use for another 30 years. But maybe when I'm older, that's the cane I'm gonna get because that's fucking balling to have. Like obviously the wand's not gonna help me out, but just that little serpent head he has.
It might help. Your magical powers might kick in. Oh, look at him.
Oh no, that's not
I got my own cane. Look at that, eh?
That's not a Harry Potter wand.
No, it's a sword. It has a sword, a blade inside.
Carl doesn't look impressed. He's just dead staring at
No,
your
he's
cane.
blown away. He's like, I can't believe I'm seeing one of these. I never
He's
thought
like-
I'd see one.
He's like, I woke up 3 a.m. for this shit. These guys still won't watch Cobra Kai. These motherfuckers.
Carl was here for the porn, and we're not talking about it.
Yeah,
That's all.
I stayed up all night researching this, so
You were already.
Oh, did ya?
I want a deep dive.
Okay, so before we get there, Taylor, you didn't tell me what your God. What is your favorite Harry Potter movie?
I thought
I
it was
said
Goblet of
it.
Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. Order of Phoenix. Okay, Hansi, do you
Sorry,
have your favorite?
This might be a controversial take, but
Ooh.
7 Part 1.
Yes, it's better than Part 2. It's so
Yeah.
much better. I'm telling you.
Very good.
Yep.
It's my favorite.
No, not controversial here. Jessica wants to say something, but she's not going to. She
In her tongue.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that I would put it in. I guess maybe like the third, like top 3, but it's definitely maybe 4. It's not my number 1, but
Okay, so before you go, Carl, I got to bring up 2 things with like what you guys have read the books. Jessica, obviously, you read them every day, but at least Hansi, you read them once. So here's been my problem, and I know it's this way in the books. My biggest problem with Part 2 is for the whole 3 movies, they set up Snape to do something big, to have some sort of redeeming moment, to do something to turn the tide. And he doesn't. What happens is he gets killed by fucking the snake, who's a woman that turns into a snake now. Thanks, Fantastic Beasts. But so that's a woman, that's a snake that kills him, and he's dying, right? And I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh, well, he got the tears of Harry Potter." But what if Harry Potter's not there? He didn't know Harry Potter was there. Harry just happened to be there. He runs up with his little tear catcher, and then he gets to see all these memories, right? It's a great scene. I love his ending, but like, literally, he's just pounding around with Voldemort for 2 movies, and then Voldemort's like, "Oh yeah, you're no use," and he just kills him. He does nothing, and I hate that my favorite character, like him, fucking Kylo Ren, all my favorite characters just go out like bitches. I hate that they do this to these people with dark hair, which clearly that's like the thing I have. But like these emo looking like black haired guys that go out like a bitch. But like he does nothing. He killed Dumbledore for nothing to gain Voldemort's trust to do nothing with it. He just dies. And we get a great montage. And the other thing I don't like is why do the Malfoys not go to prison? Why Draco does not deserve to be in that fucking flash forward 30 years later looking all happy with a weird beard. He should be in prison. Or at least giving something to redeem, like the moment like him and his mother just slink off. Do something where he's like, he helps somebody. He saves somebody. No, he just leaves like a bitch. But they don't send him to prison.
Maybe a
Stupid.
Fantastic Beasts. They'll mention something.
Oh,
They'll
Uh,
explain.
I hope so. Finally. But yeah, that's why Part 2, like the last half an hour, just weird stuff starts to happen that I don't agree with. Like, yeah, sure, I like seeing the Weasley's mom like call her a bitch and she gets really worked up. Like, I like all that stuff, and I like Harry Potter's weird dream sequence with Dumbledore. But there's just some weird stuff. And then in Part 1, you have like, I don't know, Harry and Hermione's ghosts making out very strangely, but it happens.
Yeah.
Taylor
that was
wanted to say
so
something, but he took the mic right
controversial.
away. Like you were gonna say something.
There's
when
someone
you're
who
younger.
wants to
Forgot he was
join.
live.
Okay, well you can bring them in. I don't have the controls, Taylor. You have the
why don't you
controls.
let Carl answer first, like before you went on
Carl,
this rant, Travis? I
go
just
ahead
want
and
to know why.
Because I'd probably forget about it. I'll be honest. That's why.
Travis, do you want a hug?
Yeah,
You look like
do.
you need a hug.
I really do.
For me, it was just Chamber of Secrets, just because it was the first movie. It was all new, magical. Seeing Quidditch for the first time, I was like, oh, I'd like to see more of that. If they made a movie just about a full tournament of that, I'd be more up for that than stupid Fantastical Beasts.
Exactly.
But the
Yeah.
Quidditch World Cup.
Did you say Chamber of Secrets was the only movie you found magical?
No, just because it was the first time seeing it. So
Okay.
it was kind of because it was new. So that's why it would be my favorite.
Nice.
So I have
Yeah.
I have a
Good
quick
pick.
story about the first one, not a rant like Travis. Quick story.
Well, can we
Uh,
introduce our new guest first, and then you can do your story?
I may forget.
Well, it's his first time. Garrett, how are you? Garrett, is your mic okay? Your mic's working. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you're finally on here. We missed you last time, but tell everyone about yourself because you haven't been on one of these yet. So
Yeah, I appreciate it. My name's Garrett. I'm from Utah. I've been listening for a while.
Where in Utah?
Ogden.
Bro, me too.
So I heard you on the
Yeah.
last episode. I actually messaged Travis. I was like, that's so crazy. Like, what are the odds?
That's awesome.
Dude, that's dope. We got 2 Geek First fans in Ogden.
I know. So sick. So sick.
Oh, yeah.
we can't
Sorry,
even find two where we
continue.
live. We can't even find two where we live. It's no Canadians like us. It's Americans. It's English.
Like actually, yeah.
Yeah,
There
no,
are only
continents
two
too.
people in the world.
Oh yeah, like goes Americans, like UK and stuff. Like Canada's like 3rd or 4th. Like they just we're too crude for them. But yeah, continue, Gary.
Yeah, man, big fan. Been listening for a while. Love everything you guys are doing. I'm grateful to be on here with you guys. It's awesome.
Okay, well,
Awesome.
thank you. Do you?
Thank you for joining.
Yeah, Jessica's gonna finish story, but we're talking about Harry Potter right now. I don't know how this actually happened.
Johnny
Oh
Depp.
yeah, Johnny Depp, and it kind of just
Fantastic
steamrolled into
Beasts.
this. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Fantastic Beasts. It kind of just got there. But yeah, Jessica, what is your mini rant? And then we ask Garrett what your favorite and least favorite Harry Potter movies are, or if you don't care about them, that's fine. But
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's not a rant. It's a quick story. So before I even like read any of the books, like my very first time ever having any interaction with Harry Potter, it was like the midnight release to the very first showing of this movie ever. And my mom heard there was this big movie coming out, so she went and got tickets to this midnight release. I was like a tiny child, and she took me to this theater. We stood in line, and everyone's dressed up as wizards, and I had no idea what we were even seeing. I didn't know. I was just some small child. Like, everyone's all dressed up and excited, and I'm just like, what the hell are we even doing? And so, yeah, that was my first experience with Harry Potter, like midnight release to one of the very first showings, to something that I stole a ticket from some child who was probably very sad that I stole a ticket from.
At least it wasn't like a cult or something.
It is a cult. I'm still a part of
kinda
it.
is.
Like in the
Yeah.
woods. It's like, what are we seeing?
Yeah, everyone's
Blair Witch
chanting. It's like the
Project.
witch. My first time, so I was good. So it came out.
Oh,
whatever, like,
are we turning into the sex talk? Your first time?
no. Well, that'll come later. But no,
He's
what
still
happens
waiting
is
for
so
that.
I was seeing you quiet down, Carl. No. So the first time I saw it, I was supposed to see it on the Friday with my grandma because she liked Harry Potter. She was very excited to see it. And then my auntie from out of nowhere on the Thursday midnight showing came in to my house, said, I have tickets, we're going. And I said, well, grandma really wants to see it with me first. And she goes, well, it doesn't matter, we're going, just don't tell her. So
Tough shit.
I saw Philosopher's Stone the Thursday, and then I went back the Friday and had to pretend it was my very first time seeing it with my grandma who had read the book. I was like, oh yeah, it was so good. I felt like the worst
Grandparents that
grandson
you
ever.
found like deceased in the basement.
Okay, first of all, I did not find a Why does it always come back to my dead grandpa? I did not find him deceased in the basement. He passed away on Halloween. We went over to console my grandma. He was still in the basement. His body had not been picked up yet. And she asked me as like a 12-year-old, did I want to say goodbye and see the body? My mom shot that down right away. She said, no, that's not happening. But I still saw it. But no, I don't know. He wasn't just like deceased hanging on the basement. He had passed away.
So did you lie to your grandma about Harry Potter before or after he passed away?
This was before.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not telling her. She's going to her grave with it, and I'm gonna visit her gravesite and tell her. That's what I'll do.
What if
But
she's watching this right now?
But there's no way
She
she
feels
can't even.
so betrayed.
She can't even figure out how to DVR a fucking show. There's no way, and we try to explain to her, but it just doesn't work out. And she won't let anyone in. It's a strange. She'll let people in, but it's like a weird, sort of thing. I don't know. Yeah. So Garrett, you've had some time, I hope. So what is your like levels of Harry Potter fandom? Because we were talking about that as far as everyone's kind of different.
Big, ginormous fan. So it's funny that you guys are talking about
Really?
this because during the quarantine, actually, me and my wife have been rewatching all of them.
Nice.
Mhm.
So she's actually watching part 2 as I'm talking to you guys. So huge fan of Harry Potter.
Wow. Okay. So what is your favorite and least favorite?
For the movies, definitely least favorite would be the last Fantastic Beasts movie. That was not a fan of that at all. Favorite, probably like movie, I would probably have to be just the final one, just because I think when I went and saw it in theaters, even though I'd already read all the books, it was still like the end was still so good. I felt like for me, so probably that one.
Nice. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, we almost all had different answers and whatnot. So there you go. So,
Yeah, actually,
anything-
that's pretty crazy. You and
Yeah.
you and Taylor need to each like pick something different here.
Carl and
Taylor, if you
I
had
had
to,
chamber
yeah, if you
secrets,
had to,
so
I would go. You
team
would chamber.
secrets.
I would like. I'd be agreeing with somebody because I'd either agree with chamber, I'd agree with 7 part 1. So like none of them are like Philosopher's Stone. Honestly, I do really like that. I feel like it's really underrated. I love the magical feel it captures, like just the introduction to the world. I do really like the first one. I like. How come none of us have talked about Half Blood Prince? Apparently, we just. It's just kind of. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. It's just somewhere in the middle. I guess it was just because I always thought the reveal of who the Half Blood Prince was very like underwhelming. Like I love Snape, but the fact it's just like, yeah, that's my name I gave myself. Like, okay, you're not a prince, you're just a student. Severus, like calm down. But it's I guess that's the one where Dumbledore dies, right? And that's the big thing. So yeah.
Spoiler alerts. Come on now.
Oh, I was mad because I had only watched 1 to 3 and I gave up after 3 because I was like, these are getting repetitive. And funny enough, I was like, and Voldemort's just never showing up. If I would have held on to one more movie, I would have got there. But after 3, there's no Voldemort. I'm like, I'm done. This is 3 movies, them being like, oh, that who shall not be named is coming. And it's like, no, he's not. I've watched 6 hours and he's nowhere near me. But then he comes in Goblet of Fire. So that sucked. But I gave up after that. So then we were gonna do the marathon. She's like, oh yeah, blah blah. And then said, Harry Dumbledore dies. I go, oh well. Great. We're literally just about to start watching these. I found out Dumbledore died. I had no idea, but yeah.
All right,
Anything
fam.
else on
I
Harry
gotta
Potter?
take off.
All right, Hansi. It was good seeing you.
It was
Thank
nice
Oh,
you
here,
meeting
for
how-
having me. Nice meeting
Before
you.
you go,
Nice
Summer,
seeing you all again.
How
Have a
did
fun
the album
time.
go?
Next
See
time
ya.
you're on, I hope you'll be in
Um,
your GB shirt.
Yes, I'm wearing my Mando shirt today.
Nice.
Oh, the Mandalorian.
Album release went well.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Maybe one day I'll be able to play live shows again, but we'll see.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah,
seeing
hopefully.
you all. Have a good night.
absolutely.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Garrett, do you know what this next topic is? Have you seen? Because we haven't done the main one about this election one. Have you seen this? Because you're walking.
I saw the picture you posted. Yeah.
Okay, so to set this up, we're talking about this. We're not a bunch of like fucking weirdos or anything like that. Everybody watches porn, but like what happened was Washington Post put up this, and it's good because Garrett, you're the only one of us that lives in America, so we can kind of talk about it, and then you can be our guide because you don't know. So Washington Post put out this thing of there was the most searched porn on Pornhub during the election, so those 3 days and whatnot, which is something that I would have never thought of like to even search and whatnot, but I guess that's the internet, you need clicks and everything like that. So if the it's on the Patreon post, if you want to pull it up you can, but I have some of them here, but I don't know. So what I don't know where to start because there's a lot.
New Mexico Fortnite.
That's what I mean. I haven't even looked at them. So there's one.
Start
so,
with the state where our one American guest is from.
Let me find it here.
Minnesota point of view.
Where is you? So
Mormon.
Mormon. Okay, so Garrett, you want to give us any background on why your state in particular is infatuated with Mormons during this time?
Yeah, that's pretty weird and dark, but I mean, Utah is the very high percentage of Mormons.
Oh, really?
So-
Okay.
That's that's kind of when, like, if you think of Utah and you're in the U.S., the very first thing you think of is Mormons.
Mm.
Really? Okay.
So that's pretty interesting. So either one, there's Mormons watching Mormon porn, which is pretty gnarly, or
That
there's
is pretty gnarly.
or there's just other people watching it, which is also pretty weird. So I don't know.
See, like this is why this started the conversation. Because at first, when I looked at this, I was like, "This is completely fine." Like Minnesota, POV, okay. Alabama, big booty. Vermont, threesome. These are all making sense. Like, okay, these are just like regular ones that people would search. These have been around for decades, right? Like orgy.
My favorite
Tushy.
is still the Fortnite though. Like,
Well,
do
I
they
don't know
call it
why
the
Fortnite. I don't know what
porn?
genre that is. Like,
Well,
I really don't
that's
know
just
if I
a
would
lot
have.
of kids on the wrong search engine.
They're
looking
trying to
for the
play their
game.
game.
Yeah.
Open up Dad's last browser.
Yeah. Why is Fortnite not coming up? Where's Fortnite videos?
So like, and even stuff like Colorado that uses the word tushy. I don't know why specifically that was over like ass or booty or something like that. But whatever. I digress. So these all ones were like, okay, fine. But then I started to see ones that I was very like bondage. Okay, that makes sense. North Carolina, my favorite is that it's specifically dildo. No, just dildo. So that's fine. But like New York foot job, that's a different one. Like just so specific. But these were the ones I was starting to really zero in on. Like, this is what I want to start with. Like, and again, it's after 9. We're about to get X-rated, so tune out people if you got virgin ears. But like, so accidental cream pie. So the thing is, the reason I want to talk about this, because there's like cream pie and there's like anal cream pie. These all make sense to me. I could understand someone's fascination with wanting to see that act happen, right? That's the whole thing. It's satisfying, sure. My thing is, someone needs to see they need to role play like the accident, like they need it to happen, and then they need that conversation of like, oh, I didn't mean to, like, but like that's what I was surprised. Like that was so specific that like, yeah, oh no, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, it just happened. Like, I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. And there's someone here that I don't even know of yet. But Taylor, because Taylor, you said you were doing, well, I know Carl's doing research, but Taylor, you said you were looking into some things.
Oh, I've done like, research over the decades of my youth.
Over the decades.
No, it's just, I don't know why that's like a surprising thing. It's just one of those things where like, like in the plot of the story, it would happen, and then you have like one of the significant others be like, I'm not on any protection. The guy's like, oh, I'm sorry, and then like a cut scene, and it's like that's it.
But that's a fantasy that someone wants to see.
Apparently, yeah. Like
Different strokes for different folks.
Like, it's the live dangerously aspect, like.
Taylor,
Is it just me or like?
No, it's
Taylor's mic. Is he?
Yeah. For anyone wondering, it's not on your end. It's Taylor's end.
Okay.
Yeah, he said
they're trying to censor me out.
We don't know what's gonna happen there. So this is what I was gonna ask. Does anyone know? And Taylor, did you say you were searching things up? That's where we were starting.
I wasn't actually searching things, but I feel like I have a pretty good like knowledge base of the things I have searched over the years.
Okay, so some of these make sense. Cheerleader, face sitting, chubby. That was in Kansas, Oklahoma, Michigan. I was gonna ask her, what is an 808?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So my theory, I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna do it live on air. My theory is like it has to be something like a 69, right? Because a 69 is like, oh, you're making these two positions to be like that. But an 808, like an 808 must be like they must be contorted or something like that. Are you searching up, Kirkland? I saw your. No,
He's got the videos ready to go.
Get screen share going.
Yeah, we can't show that on YouTube. But I'm gonna figure out. Carl, you said you've been doing research.
I want to put my guess out though.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Everyone guess.
Go incognito mode. Get rid of my search
I'm
history.
gonna guess like 2 butts and then in between, so it's like an 8. It's like an up view.
That's a good view. Okay.
What's in between? It's
you
just
say
2
that's
butts.
a good view?
I was going to say 2 69ers and a larger woman in the middle. Just playing.
2 69ers.
Okay.
That's the O.
See, on Urban Dictionary, it's not giving much help because it's like an 808 refers to a drum machine called the Roland TR 808, sometimes a reference to Hawaii. So it's okay. So it's its area code. Why are people just searching the Hawaiian area code on Pornhub? And they live in Hawaii.
It's just Hawaiian porn when you search it up. 808.
The penal code for disturbing the peace refers to a sound of bass from stereos. So I
that's
guess
like music production.
So they specifically want
808.
porn from Hawaii, the Hawaiians. That's what it's.
And sorry, what state is that?
In Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii
search-
likes the Hawaii.
Yeah, they were searching just 808
That's
up.
normal. That's normal. You want to see
Okay.
your own people on there?
This is one I don't know from West Virginia. What is a BBW?
Big
Big
beautiful
black
woman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
BBW.
Or it's big black woman too.
That's what I originally thought.
He
but
just
I
didn't
saw
want to
some
say it.
I
He
saw
was
some
worried.
skin colors in there, so
Let's see.
my own research.
Big beautiful
Don't ask.
woman. Okay.
Does anyone
Off.
know why we got Trump as a most searched?
Oh, I know. They wanted Trump
Oh, in
porn.
Florida. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah, in
but,
Florida,
like-
of course. Well, because they're that much of a fan, they want the fantasy of seeing like, oh yeah, like
And that's not just like Donald, right? Like you got to think of anyone with that last name.
Any Trump.
I'm sure there's a lot of Melania porn on there.
it's big, beautiful women. Urban Dictionary says it's for plus side woman or thick bitches, and the thick is
bitch.
capitalized. The thick is capitalized.
With 2 C's, 2
Double
C's,
C's.
1 C.
With 2 C's,
Okay,
with 2
there you go.
C's. So, okay, so we got that one. Yeah, Fortnite Daddy. That makes sense. That's from Maine. South
What about-
Dakota. Go
Okay.
ahead, Kirkland.
No,
Well,
you do yours.
Well, just so I get wrestling in the way, but like I know South Dakota is a big wrestling thing. So again, I guess that's probably a fantasy appeal doing like amateur wrestling, and then it it like,
Leads
oh,
into.
something turns, like, what's that? You know, like how any massage parlor porn goes. It's always just like, oh, can I go down there? And then the guy's like, well, I've seen it all, Kirkland. I've seen it all. I've said this before, and we're gonna do a whole conversation on it. I watch many porn, never even touch myself or anything, just for the fun of the story.
Are you one
Because
of those
like
people that watches the full 32-minute video, like start to finish?
sometimes if I was alone, maybe if I got the time, because it's just like I want to see what this adventure is. So the other fad
I
I
think that's
don't
what voyeurs say to themselves in the moment too, don't they?
what?
What a voyeur says to themselves.
A voyeur?
A voyeur, yeah.
What does
What's
that
a
mean?
voyeur?
You don't know what voyeurs
Someone who
are?
likes to watch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go. I didn't know
Set
that.
up the
I thought that
cameras
was
hiding in the bush, watching. You know.
Oh, okay. That's secretly. I thought you were talking about like a cuckold, like that,
Yeah.
because that's what they like to watch. Oh, so yours is he's a secret watcher.
Yeah.
Taylor, I think you should unplug your mic because you can't hear. Oh no! But what? So the other fad that I don't get right now. So there's. Okay, well, there's one fad I hate, and I think it's because Game of Thrones, and it's all just like any video is like step brother, step sister. I hate it. It's just
Mhm.
stupid because if you see any two good looking people, but then you see that title, you're like, I can't fucking watch this video now because it's just like, oh well, we're not really brother and sister, and dad's not home. And like,
What if you just mute it? Would that help? Like you just
What?
don't get the audio?
But no, I still saw the title, so it's like
Ah.
I
He's
hate
in it
that
for the storyline.
Game of Thrones
He
started.
is. He
Ever
probably has
since
like
Game-
closed captions on there. He doesn't want to miss anything.
Ever
they're
since
saying.
Game of Thrones, the infectious porn has just gone up like all over, and it's just stupid. And we know
Are
these people aren't
you
related.
are you talking about like the title, like it states like they are brother and sister, like
Yeah,
siblings?
I
or do
know
you
they're
mean-
not brother and sister, but I can't. I still.
Well, they've
I can't,
changed that. Like a lot of it nowadays is they're
can't
like it's
unbuy out.
step brother, step sister. So
That's
they,
what I
they-
just said. I know, but they still have that, or like so. But there's these two fads. There's one fad which I don't get why it's so big, but it always has like millions of views. It'll be a couple, so they'll be in a room having sex, and the title's like "I masturbate while couple gets it on," and then the person's on the other side of the door, like sneaking it, but they've clearly
They're
what
a
there is.
voyeur.
What they are, but what it is, it's the same person in the room, and they've just filmed it separately and cut it. So it's like they do that in
Oh,
because it looks like the same body type, or it's like some alien situation. But there's so many variations. It's like plumber like touches himself while me and husband do it. And first of all, always those titles. I'm like, why are you posting this video? Like you're breaking the fourth wall already. Like me and husband while plumber watches. Like no, you'd be calling somebody, but no.
Yeah.
So, but like that's a huge fad. And then the other fad too is like it's kind of similar, but it's like when someone's on the couch like watching TV, and then something's going on beside that person, and it's clearly happening, but it's like, oh, my boyfriend just is so into the game, he's not going to notice. But they're like being loud and right beside them, but they're still, he's like, yeah, go Packers. Like he won't, but they're like literally, they don't even try. They don't even
you
try
know,
to hide it.
Sometimes it could probably vary what the game is. You know, if you're in a heated game of Warzone, you know, you can't look away. You're in that
So you're-
final circle.
You're telling me if someone's over there putting the moves on Madison, doing stuff to her on the couch, but you're just so intense in Warzone, you're not
Okay,
even gonna notice?
if it's the context where it's me, Madison, another dude, I'm gonna be paying attention. But if it's me and like my sister and some other person, and I'm playing Warzone, there's 3 people left. Final
No,
circle.
don't finish this. You're saying if you're playing Warzone and your sister's sitting beside some dude, you're fine just to play your game while she fucking gets raw dogged over there or something like
Hey,
that. That's what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
saying she is. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the TV.
It's a
Oh,
don't ask,
no.
don't tell. Like, oh, I don't know. Like, but all you hear is these noises. But
But in fairness to Taylor, if he acknowledges that she's doing it, that makes it worse. So it's
Well,
better just to
he
keep
said,
playing the
"Stop,
game.
go to a room." Why is both of your scenarios it just happens no matter what? He
Yeah,
can't
there-
just
like
look at.
there's steps that happen in between.
Why can't he just look at his sister and go, "Can you please go to a separate room?" Like he doesn't have to accept it in the scenario at all. Oh.
Like this isn't even a going in dry situation, I would assume. Like there's got to be some kind of steps.
Oh my goodness, it's just ridiculous. So what is back shots?
I can give you
Is that just
one
a different view?
clear guess, Travis, what that is.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like up your back, just
Yeah,
Okay,
what about Mississippi prawn? I don't know what that means.
it's probably like a
Right.
carry
That's
thing.
just a really fishy girl from Mississippi.
is it?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
On.
I believe you.
I think that's it. They just misspelled porn.
Oh, that could.
Oh,
Because where is
that's a
it
good
searched
point.
from? Is it searched from
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, I thought you
Oh,
said prawn.
no, prawn. Prawn.
Okay. Okay.
I'm getting the for sure back
Um,
shots just to be
Louisiana Popeyes.
You really need
Famous
to.
Popeyes
you-
chicken. I like that one.
You really need to Google
It's just really like their
backshot
chicken.
just to be sure.
I love this because I just like the definitions.
I love this.
To perform a back shot, you gotta screw somebody. Of course, from dictionary, like no class at all. Not like have sex. Screw somebody from behind. Either hole. It says either hole will do. And now when you do, you blow out. Yeah. I'll jizz on the back. So yeah, that's the back shot. So you guys were right about that one. I should have just put 2 and 2 together, but I didn't on that one. So, and what is Taylor? You asked about this. Did anyone ever find out what Sex Mex is from Texas?
My guess would be someone south of the border.
I think it involves the trail hand mix product that you can eat.
So in Texas, they eat Tex-Mex a lot. That's what they call it, like Mexican American
mhm.
on the border food.
I see.
So I think it would have to do something with that. Would be my guess.
So yeah, he's going to be eating somebody who's on the border.
So
There you go.
So is it like
yeah, some Sex Mex.
yeah, is it them referring to the person as Sex Mex, or is it like they're eating Tex Mex food and it like turns into a situation?
It's a long video.
Look at so there's one called Thought. Look at the paragraph. It's huge for I know I can't see right now, but look, it's huge for Thought. It can stand for that hoe over there. That's
Is that what
it
that
stands
means?
for.
I didn't know that. I just heard it in
that's-
songs. I was like, okay.
Oh, there you go. So
It's
I was
like
just thinking the
it's
boys.
pretty much like an insult. I'm pretty sure. Like, oh, you thought.
I'm gonna be
Well, there
calling
you go.
that Taylor.
That hoe over
100%.
there. I just
Yeah.
learned that. That's the same thing with like Bay.
I
remember
want to
like
just throw
hearing
it
all
out there
that's-
before we get too far off. I did search Sex Mex, and the top site is being about porn in Spanish, Mexican.
Oh,
girls.
okay. I see.
Is that what I guessed? Why are you so surprised, Travis? That's what I
No,
said.
you didn't guess that.
I said
Did you
people
guess
south of the
porn
border.
in what?
Yeah, I
No,
think-
I think she's saying the porn is in Spanish.
I mean, it goes hand in hand with people.
Like,
south
No,
of
it
the border.
doesn't.
They'd be
You can-
speaking
You can have
Spanish.
some white person be like, pretend you're Spanish. Come on, but then you can actually have like a couple and they're speaking Spanish, and it's like
I'll take
Mexican
half a
porn.
point. I'll take half a point for that. And
Then
be
there's
gone.
There's pumpkin in North Dakota. I
Yeah.
don't know what that is. Like
Halloween themed, or maybe like
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow, like
Like white
pumpkin
girls
on
with pumpkin
on
spice.
you don't want to see that headless horseman.
yeah.
He's missing both. No,
There's a
I think the
pumpkin
real
on both.
question:
there's a
why
pumpkin.
are people searching wedgie? Like what wedgie for porn? Like
Yeah, that's some
Like
that,
softcore.
that's some childhood trauma shit. Like they're not over getting wedgied and whatnot. And then the two last ones I had to shout out was one Alaska show searching No Nut November. I feel like that has to be very boring porn. I don't understand that. And then the other one was Tennessee for Grannies. So shout out to Tennessee.
What about District of Columbia? Is that what that says? Vote. Just says vote.
They really went hard with their campaigns.
yeah, everybody vote.
Yeah.
Get off porn. Go vote.
And
I
then
will throw
California
out-
swag. Like what comes up if you like? Okay, I'm gonna go to Pornhub right now for a second. I just need to see what comes up if you search swag because I
I
feel
know
like
after
Probably
the
some
last-
Ali G stuff.
After the last After 9, I've been really into gilf porn after talking about Taylor's mum.
wow.
It's been,
Oh, so swag is apparently. Oh, I clicked on a video accidentally. There, it's a like
accidentally.
it's Asian porn. Okay,
Saves
There
for
you go.
later.
Double tap.
Oh, because it's probably sex with. It's sex with Asian girls. That's what it is. Because it was all Asian porn. That's what
Sorry, what
swag
was it?
is.
10 points to Gryffindor.
He's
Swag?
win the Quidditch Cup.
Swag is all Asian porn. That's what that is.
It is sex. No, it's sex. Yeah, sex with Asian girls. That's what it stands for.
Oh, okay, I see.
There you go.
And then did we already talk about Navajo?
No,
Is that just like First Nation people?
I,
Like that sounds like a Navajo.
I'm not
tribe.
gonna touch that.
sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Sounds like from
scared.
Avatar.
Okay, I'm
Got
gonna,
the
James Cameron.
Navi.
I'll do my
Yeah.
own research.
I will
Well-
just shout out that we got Among Us. Like that.
Oh, the game. Yeah, that was people
Yeah.
just looking for
That's
the
like
torrent.
bad graphics too.
That's worse than Fortnite. At least Fortnite you could have something, but Among Us is just like, what do you do with the two little bodiless?
I always wonder, like, because so Twitch doesn't allow it, but I feel like porn websites soon have to, and maybe it's already out there. Maybe that's OnlyFans, but I feel like they have to allow streamers to start streaming games naked, right? Like that has to be a thing, I would imagine. Like watch
That
video
would be
games.
that'd be OnlyFans.
Yeah, so I went, but I feel like Pornhub and stuff should get on that. They could have a whole market, but
Maybe we do that with podcasts. Maybe you're onto something, Travis.
yeah, that's
I
it.
can't wait to see any porn scenes in this Geek first movie.
No, it's just us playing games nude, Carl. No.
No, this is the movie. We got to step it up for the movie.
Yeah, that's the sequel.
I
Okay, well we
guarantee
talked.
if you check the porn stats for Canada, it's all Geek first porn.
Yeah. But fuck hating. It's like us getting choked and stuff like that. And
All right, can confirm Navajo is what I said it is.
okay,
Yeah.
that's
What was it?
comes in, like breaking.
Uh,
What did
like-
you say it was?
Well, it's like Navajo people, so it's like First Nation
Okay.
individuals. So yeah.
I like that Nevada's is just Vegas. I'm wondering what.
Unplug that mic, Taylor. No, when I say unplug
Am
the
I
mic,
back?
you are, but
You
I
are
thought
back.
we were assuming you'd be starting to use your laptop mic. So
Oh,
my
you
TV
just said
feels like-
unplug the mic.
The old in and out,
I
blow in the
unplugged and put it back
cartridge, you
in.
know.
Nevada. I like how it says Vegas. Like, what is that like? Like sex on poker
Sex in
tables?
Vegas.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Get excited when you win those slots.
And then Oregon into those the succubus.
Well, anything else on
Oh
that
wait,
topic?
wait. And
Oh,
the Delaware election, they kind of go hand in hand with District of Columbia.
yeah,
kinda
they're
funny.
whole planned out, So,
Yeah.
Garrett, do you have any topic you want to talk about? Because this is your first time here. You walked in the middle of Harry Potter, and then you got this porn topic thrusted upon you. So, is there anything? Because this is your first time. Is there anything in particular you wanted to talk about? Whether it's geek related, whether it's world related, doesn't matter to us.
Oh man. I don't even know. I finished playing Spider-Man Miles Morales yesterday,
Nice.
Nice.
and I
Oh.
listened to your guys' reviews on that.
Don't worry, Carl. We won't do any spoilers. There won't be any spoilers.
I haven't
No
played it
I don't
either,
mind.
Carl. So
No spoilers. Yeah. Did you like
Yeah.
it though? Obviously.
I did, yeah. I did. I agreed with kind of both of the things that you guys said. Like I don't know how much I'll be going back to play it again, but I really liked playing it a lot. Like while I was playing it, it was awesome.
That Spider-Verse suit is just
Awesome.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Carl, you got your PS5 finally?
Yeah, I got it late,
nice.
very late. After a lot of complaining and a lot of free discount cards for Amazon.
How'd you get free discount cards?
You go and complain, and they give you like £10, and it's great.
Are you doing
So-
that on like every order? Like, oh, this package was a
No,
little bit
no.
jumbled, or-
only where warranted.
Yeah. And we were talking about this earlier, Garrett. Where are you as far as Wonder Woman that's coming to HBO Max now? Is that something? How do you feel about that? Because obviously that's like a big shift from going from theaters to now you have the option to do theaters, or you can see HBO Max. International markets like us, we're gonna have to see in theaters. But one, are you excited for that? But two, how are you feeling about that? Like for the future, is this something? Obviously, we kind of have to have maybe more because of COVID and whatnot. But like people are obviously worried, like, oh, this is death of the theaters and it's not going to return to the way it was, etc. So how are you feeling about all that?
Yeah, I think one thing that I mean in the U.S. there's only really two big theater chains, and one of them went under already.
Mhm.
Oh geez.
So where I live, like I saw Tenet, I think like maybe 2 days after you guys saw it, or 3 days after you guys saw it. So my city, like our theater, was able to open still. So I would assume where I live, Wonder Woman will come to theaters. But yeah, I mean, I watched the first one. I wasn't that big of a fan of it. So I think I'll probably watch it on HBO Max anyway instead of going to the theater. But yeah, I don't think the U.S. is in a good spot with. I mean, where I live right now, 1 in 4 people have COVID. So I think like.
Someone
Like
in this
we're,
call did earlier. Someone in your town, Summer. No, no, she didn't.
She didn't have COVID. She just got tested
Oh,
for.
no.
Wow.
Fake news.
Kirkland
actually
is
fake
spreading fake news. Oh, someone had COVID. Wow, you bastard. You
She got
said
tested.
But yeah, I don't think the theaters are in a good spot. Like I don't know
Yeah.
how much longer they can stay. I mean, I think it's Cinemark is the big chain, and they're gonna try and make it till January or something. I think is their goal. So
Yeah, it's tough because it's like, because Taylor, you were asking me about this, is like Wonder Woman versus Tenet and what was going to do better. And it's tough because I feel like Wonder Woman appeals to more people, but then Wonder Woman will potentially be in less theaters than Tenet, even though like it's similar situations, because now Tenet wasn't on HBO Max. So like the only way you could see is through theaters. So HBO Max, like, I guess we'll get some numbers eventually. I guess I'm just, like I said, the two things I'm interested in is one, do they cut the the free week trial thing or whatever, because I feel like they should do that. And then two, do we see like an actual like bump in subscribers? You know, I do think we will, because I think it's a big movie, but it's just, will they release that information? I don't know. I was kind of throw to you, Taylor, but you're just looking at me like
okay,
you've been
yeah.
kidnapped. Like someone sent me a fucking prison video. Like you were not sending Taylor back for 50,000. And like you look like Screenslayer from Incredibles right now with your glasses, because like the way like we can't see your eyes, so the way you're lit up, you're just a dark shadow.
A silhouette, yeah.
Yeah, with these eyes just peering in our souls, ready to take over. But what? Because Taylor, you asked me that question. Why? What do you think is what's in a better position with Tenet and Wonder Woman?
I think that probably Wonder Woman, I think, is going to be in a better position, because I feel like you have the streaming again that stacks with it being in theaters. And of course, yeah, you're right. There's that free trial, which definitely could hinder them a little bit. But if you have them, yeah, if you have like all the account of all the money they're going to be making doing the streaming, I think it's going to stack up. Why are you laughing at me?
Are you just on purpose not moving a muscle? Like I can't even tell.
I'm talking. Why? You want me to be moving?
Well, no, it's fine, but that could be like a photo of you, and it's like,
Please move more.
You're just yeah.
No, I think it's gonna do good.
Okay. I'll let you talk about this quickly here, because I'll ask the guests too after what their opinions are on this. But so you're getting a Transformers movie now. It's going to be a full Transformers movie directed by the guy who did Creed 2, so good director. And then today it was put out that Disney / 20th Century, I guess they're not Fox's 20th Century Studios, is doing Predator again. So you and I talked about that. We didn't think this was going to happen for a while. So I imagine you look pretty excited. So are you excited for more Predator?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, we waited 10 years for another Predator movie, and we got it.
We waited. We waited.
Yeah,
We the people.
It's just you know, I got the movie right here on my
your
shelf.
mic. Unplug it. Okay, thank you for that visual.
You know, it's making Predator sounds like that, kind of like the clicking, humming when he's in the trees.
Speaking to my people.
Speaking of your people predators.
The Yacha clan. The movie I'm just so excited for. Like I love playing the game, Predator Hunting Grounds. It's so much fun.
Oh,
you gotta stream it more.
I should stream it more, yeah.
I tuned into your stream last time.
Yes, you did. I appreciate that.
That was a sad exchange. I don't know why.
But yeah, no, I am so ecstatic for Predator. Like it's got the director of Cloverfield 10 Lane, which is
10 Cloverfield Lane.
That's the one.
10 Clovers.
It's just overall, like, this just has me so stoked. And again, like it doesn't need to continue off the storyline of Shane Black, because like that's the nice thing about all these.
Not stoked enough to unplug his mic and use the computer mic.
What's that?
We still think you should unplug your microphone, Taylor. But
use the computer mic.
We want the people to hear you, Taylor.
How's that? Is that better?
Way.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Like it's louder, but like we're gonna fix it, Taylor. We're gonna you're the only one with the pump. Okay, don't hold it like that. I don't think that helps it at all.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, the nice thing about Predator is it can basically tackle so many different stories in this universe. You know, as long as you got planet Earth, you can throw millions of predators at it, and you can create any
Oh
story.
God.
As long as you don't lose Earth, we're never gonna not get Predator movies.
So I'm glad. I really hope that they do bring back Arnold Schwarzenegger in this one. I feel like there's an opportunity.
I didn't even think about that. That's the one last trick they haven't pulled, because they've done a lot of things, but they haven't.
They
pulled
wanted
that
like it was definitely in the cards, like for one of the like extra endings for the Shane Black's Predator, but for whatever reason it didn't happen, and I'm okay that it didn't happen, because I'd love to see them like do a real good justice with the Predator, and then dish in like Arnie, because like the story they have now for Predator Hunting Grounds is like he is a predator hunter. He's killed like tons of predators now, and it's badass. I would love for them to like throw that into like a live action film.
Remember when you trashed the Predator Hunting games for like a whole year, and then when it came to PC, you loved it all of a sudden?
I don't remember that. The game like has tapes where him and like I can't remember the actor's name.
Carl Weathers?
No.
Lawrence Fishburne.
No, in Predator 2, was it
Danny Glover?
Danny Glover.
Not
Yeah,
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Not related.
It's cool because the game covers like the two of those characters, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny Glover, like connecting, and it's just be so cool to see like more of that world expanded upon again in live action.
Is it actually Arnold's like voice?
Yeah, he actually did the lines for it. It's so awesome.
Okay. Carl, you have any interest in a new Predator? And what do you feel about the old like Predator films?
Yeah, I love Predator 2.
Mhm.
Very few people do that I know of. But I really liked it. Me and my friend, we talked about it actually a couple of weeks ago, how much we really enjoyed that film. So yeah, I've always watched them. I'm not that deep into it. I just
Yeah.
watch them when they come out. I enjoy them when they're there, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll definitely watch another one.
What about you, Garrett? You a fan of them?
I mean, I saw the first one when I was younger, but I don't really remember it that well. I mean, I'll definitely go see
Dropped
it.
off real quick.
Yeah.
First one and out, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they put Donald Glover in the new one, that would really
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
yeah.
And Taylor, you're excited about new Transformers too?
I am very excited about new Transformers. That Bumblebee movie it had me ecstatic. It was so good. So
Garrett's laughing.
He is laughing.
You got a big laugh out of that. We're not a fan of Bumblebee,
You
Garrett?
probably saw the first one and then tapered off after that.
Yeah.
No,
That's his gimmick. He just sees the first of a series, like, I'm done. Other than Harry Potter.
Exactly. No, I think I saw almost all the Transformers ones, but yeah, I saw Bumblebee. I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah.
John Cena's.
I feel like you're telling us something. You're not telling us something though, Garrett. You
Something's
keep
not
chuckling.
adding up here.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but maybe I'll go see the new one for sure.
Yeah. John Cena was great, right, Carl?
Oh, Don, he was awful.
He was awful.
Oh,
He was
it was-
awful.
He,
It's the worst part of that movie.
He was so bad.
I've seen him. Was it Blockers? I think Blockers.
Oh, he's so good at it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good at
How
comedies. I think he's
that
much better.
To that, it was just.
Yeah.
It was cringy.
So, are you excited for one? He's in Suicide Squad, but then two, they're already giving him his own show, Peacemaker show. They've already spanned it off, and they're filming it like next month. So,
Look, I'll always watch it, and if he's good, he's good. You know, I don't write somebody off just because they've been shit in another movie. I'll watch the movie first. So, yeah,
Respect.
hopefully he's good.
Totally.
But
Carl, you have anything you want to talk about tonight? Because I haven't thrown to you because you're just always throwing disrespect my way. So I have to. You're always last, but
Ouch.
Is there any Supernatural fans here?
no,
The show?
No. Yeah.
no,
No.
Never
real
seen it.
life, yeah.
I cried like a bitch today. It was the last episode, so I was wanting to see
Yeah.
anybody
Huh?
shared with me. 15 years of ups and downs.
Jeez.
That's
a
crazy. I've
long
seen the
show.
first two episodes. I liked them. Never went back.
Well, the first three
It's
seasons.
Kind of like a Garrett thing.
Yeah, the first three
I
seasons
dropped
were bad.
off.
I
Nice.
watched it until the first time that Sam got killed off, and then they tried to bring him back, and I tried to watch that episode. I think I've watched it 5 times, and I can't get back into it.
That's a
It's,
lot of tries. I
Yeah.
feel like if I watched it
Tries, yeah.
twice and it wasn't working for me, I would never be like, okay, 3 more, and then I'll.
But
That's
the
me with
first
Walking
season is-
Dead. Walking Dead, I've tried so many times. So like, I'm gonna.
Hey,
I'm
we're
gonna
not
be-
changing topic to Walking Dead. We're talking about Supernatural. Carl, our friend here, wanted to talk
I'm
about
just saying, we're
Supernatural
talking about
premise.
shows that we stopped watching and tried 5 times. That's Walking Dead for me. Every time, like, I'll finish it this time, and then I don't.
Jessica just doesn't like your name.
No,
The
she's
Travis
pretty
TV
jealous.
fan
She
style.
lost that title. The only prediction Carl got wrong at the GV stream is that I beat Jessica for the title. and she-
prophet.
Sorry, Carl.
It was pretty good going, though. I got the rest right.
My cats are named after Supernatural.
Oh,
Well,
really?
yeah, that got one of them, not anymore. But I had Azazel. He passed away, but then my other one is Castiel.
Castiel. Good old Cass.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been my ringtone for 15 years. Carry on my wayward son, and people keep gurning at me to change it. I'm like, never.
What about now that it's done? Are you gonna change it?
No. No, it'll be a
No.
reminder. Plus, my
Now
kids, they only
just
know
gonna
the
start the
first
show off
20
again?
seconds of the song. They've heard it that much.
Are your
Yeah.
kids some of the people telling you to change it?
No, they don't care about ringtones yet.
Your kids named after Supernatural characters?
No, my daughter's Willow from Buffy, and
Nice.
Marshall is after Eminem. So
Nice.
Nice. Love it.
Carl, I gotta ask: are there any clowns in the Supernatural episodes?
What?
oh yeah, there's a couple good clown episodes. There's
Really?
a couple really good ones, yeah.
They scare me, so it's
like,
interesting.
they did it. I watched it the
that's
other day.
interesting.
They did an episode last season where they went into the Scooby Doo world, and it's just brilliant. So good.
Some of the episodes where they do it, where they like break the fourth wall, and then all of a sudden they're like the real people, but
There's an episode where they get sucked into where they're playing themselves, and they're just taking the piss out of their names. It's just
so
it's
good.
show. Yeah.
And then they go and like, who is it? The Jensen Ackles' wife is actually an actress too, but then it's his wife.
She's an actress in it, and it's his wife in real life. He's like,
that's such a
"You're
good episode."
Ruby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. There's so many.
See, this is why I want to get back into it, because it is a really good show. It is a
CW show, so you get a lot of filler shite, which can put you off. So like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah, my husband's really into it. We own like 10 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It's a CW show, so is it like connected to like the Arrowverse and stuff like that?
No, they're good friends. There was talks and rumors about it for years, but no. They wanted to do a crossover.
Jensen Ackles is moving over to The Boys now.
Boys, yeah. And
what the fuck is he playing again?
Texas Walker Ranger.
America Boy or whatever. Soldier. What is his
Soldier
Boy. Soldier Boy. Yeah, Soldier Boy. He's playing Soldier Boy in The Boys. Really controversial casting. Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy. Many people are turning against the show. No, he's like playing apparently like a discount Captain America or something like on purpose and something like that. So should be.
Isn't that already the main character?
No, he's Superman, and he's not the main character.
A discount Captain America, so that'd be like a private USA citizen.
What? Are you just calling out like some like soldiers in America right now?
No, I'm making up a new like superhero name for him.
The President Choice version.
Okay.
Instead of like chicken tenders, it's.
You were saying all like the privates in America were just discount Captain Americas. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great.
No,
U.S. listeners.
All you military men out there.
Yeah, you're just nothing but a bunch of discount Captain Americas. You sound like the fucking former president over there, being like, "You're a loser if you get caught, and you're a discount Captain America." Taylor's gonna run on that policy. God, we do not think that. Well, Taylor may, but none of us endorse those views here. So
no, Taylor doesn't think that. Taylor, you mentioned clowns. Now, true or false? You mentioned this once on cast that your parents like had a clown poster in your room, and they like wouldn't let you. They wouldn't
let them take it down.
Clown outfits.
Yeah, it was 2 posters. They were framed too. They weren't like paper. They were framed in like the glass like front of them, like
in your room, and they wouldn't let you take them down.
Yeah.
And you voiced your fear for them.
They were like really like well like hand painted. There was like a sad one with the teardrop out of the eye. Like,
my grandma had that one too. It was right beside the room with my dead grandpa, by the way. It must have been a sign or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
It's probably coming after you next. But no, I remember that painting. But yeah, I still like I probably won't, because like I know your wedding's coming up, so I have to be nice. But maybe after the wedding's all done and everything, I have to pull one of your parents aside and ask them about this clown thing. I'll wait till they have some liquor in them so they won't remember it. But I need to know, because I don't know why they wouldn't let you take it down. That's why you're so afraid of clowns. You woke up every night to a fucking clown staring you down your room.
they were clowns. I had like an unfinished wooden glider hanging from my ceiling too, which is
why was it unfinished?
It was like just the inner wooden frame just hanging there. It wasn't finished. Like
your room sounds like a fucking haunted mansion, like clown posters.
Like Saw. It's like the first Saw movie.
Unfinished wooden frame, inner or
lights just
whatever.
flickering at night.
Travis, put clown posters up in your kids' rooms. It'll do wonders. Look how good I turned out, you know?
Well, yeah, that's not a good sign. Gwen, I have this plastic clown. Like, it looks really creepy, but she's a fan of it. So she's not scared. I've already showed her. She's 3 and she's watching Goosebumps and Afraid of Dark. I'm getting her ready. I'm not. My fiance was not. What?
The new one or the old one?
The old ones. The new obviously the Goosebumps movies are fucking awful. Please don't get me started. I hate those. I just can't stand them. But the Are You Afraid of Dark? I watched I hate that they say it's like a show that it's back, but it's just a 3 episodes. It's like a 3-hour long movie, but they say this was season 1 of the new show. That's not a season. It's a mini series. But I watched the first episode. I liked it enough, but I never went back. And I guess they're doing a season 2. But again, season 2 is like, oh, the stories come to life. I don't know why they're fucking obsessed with the stories coming alive. Just put them in a story. I don't need that, but yeah. That's what's happening.
The OG series was the best.
Which do you prefer, Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of Dark? Because that's like a big debate.
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Goosebumps.
No. I just like that. I like the way they told the wee story. There's a bit of extra element to it, whereas Goosebumps is just a random story every week.
Yeah.
Well, okay, a random that is Afraid of Dark. It's also just random.
Yeah,
They're
but
not like some
you've got the side characters with it, and they're all meeting up for the Midnight Society.
the
It's,
midnight.
you
That's
know,
what you wanted to be, Carl.
I
The
wanted
Midnight
to be part of
Society.
the Midnight Society. I used to go out in the woods by myself and nobody else.
You're just waiting for a bunch of people to
Just
show
wait.
up with storytellers that never happened.
And yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Well, we got about 20 more minutes. Is there anything else we want to talk about? I have one topic that I could throw out that's gonna gross out Taylor, but I've had it saved just in case.
I don't think it'll gross me out.
Okay, so I want to talk about eggnog. So with eggnog, who
Oh.
who likes eggnog and who doesn't here? I love eggnog.
I love eggnog also.
I haven't had it since I was younger, so I can't say that I don't like it because
Okay.
I have like my adult taste buds.
That
so
doesn't count then.
Carl,
Yeah.
you hate it.
as of
don't
right now, I don't like it.
I think, Travis, I asked you before what it was, and you told me, and I was just like, no, hell no.
First
So
of all,
it's
I
again,
never
what-
told
what-
you. That's probably one of those streams where Taylor's alone and you guys are just talking shit talking me, and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna
Alright.
join us?" No,
Travis.
Taylor, are you gonna look up what it is, Taylor, and tell him?
I got it. Yeah. So basically, it's like egg yolk, sugar, and then you let that thick, and then you stir in some milk.
That's not it though. There's more like like the sugar spices they add are a lot more than just that. It's not just egg yolk and milk.
So it's milk punch, a sweetened dairy-based beverage.
Yeah.
So traditionally it is made with whipped egg whites, but it doesn't taste like eggs. It's got like cardamom and nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff in it.
It
It's
tastes
like-
like
it's like
liquid
milk, but-
candy.
If you were to take milk, mixed, condensed, sweetened milk, and then put like spices and stuff in it.
Nope, I might.
Wow.
I'll just
Thank
have a
you,
nice
Carl.
fried egg.
What about a
There's-
fried egg?
There's
I'll
no
just
fried
have
egg.
a fried egg. But yeah, if I'm gonna have eggs, I'm gonna have a fried egg, not drink it out of some cup with some spices in it.
What about
Okay,
Rocky?
so here. This is Googling what eggnog tastes like. A glass of eggnog tastes like melted ice cream. Okay.
Yes.
The taste is compared oftenly to custard ice cream, creamy and rich with spicy overtones because of the cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove.
But I could just melt ice cream and just.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, that's what you're drinking, so you should like
That's less
eggnog.
hassle, and I'm not gonna get salmonella.
Does regular
There's-
ice cream have raw egg in it?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that would be pretty
I don't know. I don't
You-
fucking
you can get-
know this question.
You can get non-dairy eggnog or eggnog that's made with like coconut milk and things like that. It doesn't have to have like
Eggs
you
in
can
it.
get vegan versions of it.
There you go.
You guys
Garrett-
ever had like the eggnog chai? Have you ever had that before?
No.
It's like a chai latte, but instead of milk, they put eggnog in the wintertime.
Oh.
It's really
Have
good.
you had eggnog ice cream?
Yes.
That's good. That's some good stuff right
Hey,
there.
you could melt eggnog ice cream and then drink that, and then it's like you're drinking your
So,
melted ice cream
Is it
and
just
trying
ice
eggnog.
cream melted and then refrozen again? So then it's eggnog
kind
ice
of,
cream?
yeah. There's some stuff they put in there though. It gives it a flavor or something. I
Let
don't
me
know.
ask you this: why is eggnog only available around the holidays?
I agree with you. It's a fucking crime. It should be all year round. Like
I agree.
it's
I agree.
I hate it. It's so annoying. It's just like
It's a
this-
marketing ploy. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with like Valentine's Day. It's just bullshit to get people to spend money for those 2 weeks it's available.
See, Valentine's they don't got me, but the eggnog they got me. I've gone through 4 cartons. I got the eggnog ice cream. I'm gonna get more, and I like the different ones. There's the purple one, the classic. There's the original. There's the eggnog at Costco, the premium eggnog. That one's really nice too. So
You say
Lots of-
Valentine's Day is like bullshit. So what am I supposed to blow my money on Valentine's Day?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, you made
On
it
some
sound like
thoughts.
it's like a con to get people to blow money on stuff for Valentine's Day.
It is. You probably buy Madison chocolates and flowers and take her to a movie.
Oh yeah, he
And it's
does.
the it's
and
the
then he
same as
posts
every
10
other
pictures
day.
on Facebook.
And 150 Snapchats.
I'll let you know,
Oh,
fans.
man.
Anytime Taylor and Madison have a date, we know
We
about
know. Oh, we
it.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's through Snapchat or Facebook, it's everywhere. you know?
Everyone's gonna know about it.
why not,
Yeah,
dude?
apparently it's just like your guys' memories every year must just be crazy. Like in the Facebook memories, just so much photos of just you guys.
Gotta keep it real. Well,
Gotta keep it what?
Gotta keep it.
Gotta keep it real is what you
Gotta
said?
keep it.
What does that even mean in this context?
I'm
Gotta
gonna
keep
tell
it
you
real.
right now, Taylor, that my memories from like 7 years ago when me and Matt were dating is like, oh, Matt got me flowers, and now I'm just old and bitter that we're married and nothing happens anymore. So you're just setting Madison up for disappointment in 6 years when you've stopped caring.
Mine
No.
is like, oh, accidental
That's
cream pie.
impossible.
No.
I've been with her for over 3 years, and I still
You
get
get
her.
Logan.
Shit.
Yeah, so keeping it to food, because all I ever hear you guys eat is salmon. So do you actually eat any snack food when you're watching movies?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Popcorn.
are you crisps or chips? I think you call them chips.
Yeah,
Salt
no
chips.
crisps here,
Salt
Carl.
and vinegar.
They
Salt and
call you,
vinegar.
if you call them crisps over here, they shoot you in the knee. They don't let you do that.
Have
No,
you heard of Mrs. Vicky's, Carl?
No, it's just a porn.
See,
channel.
Vicky's are so
No.
overrated.
It's
Shut up, Kirkland. Don't even watch your mouth. Don't even say it's overrated.
if you say anything wrong about them, Travis will like murder you.
Apparently, it just happened.
I feel
Like
like
real
the Geek-
time.
I feel like GV should put together a little box and send it to Carl about like Miss Vicky's and
Well, I was gonna even ask though, Garrett. Do you know what Miss Vicky's is? Because you guys are it's only a
you guys
Canadian
don't have
chip
it
brand.
either?
No, it's only a Canadian chip brand. That's why it's just kettle cooked chip.
Hurts your mouth.
Crisps. It's kettle cooked crisps, but like they're really good. There's this
Are they
I'd say the
registered or
Are they
just-
though?
They're
Yes,
thick,
that you're
they're
the
like
only one that doesn't
thick
like
and
them, Kirkland.
crunchy. Yeah,
like
Kirkland, get out of here.
Yeah.
Hurt my mouth.
Yeah,
Kirkland's
that's
just
why he's a
lazy.
little tiny. He has a little tiny weak skin around his
I like
lips.
I
so,
like
he-
Lays. They're very thin. And it's
Well,
just like
Lay's
it just
are good.
melts. It just
He
melts in my
bites a
mouth.
sweet chili and he's in the hospital. He's like, "Oh my god, these chips are so they are hard." But yeah, the most popular flavor I would say is
Boom.
It's the salt and vinegar, and that's what
Salt.
burns my mouth. It's like the chip is hard as fuck, and then it's like acid
so
dipped.
he gets cut and then it goes into.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah. It
Well,
cleans
have you
out the
ever-
wound
That's-
with all the
that's the
salt and
best
vinegar.
feeling.
But
Have you ever swallowed one of those chips like accidentally and it like you can feel it cutting your throat? Like
or if
it's
you bite it
slowly
up and
going
down, and it's like vertical, and you get it like
Okay.
think that
just
happened to me
thought- I just
once.
meant you were just like biting chips and like, well, yeah, that's what you have to do. Like you got to
It's when
bite
you
up.
get
and-
cut right in the corner of your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, looking like
Yeah.
the fucking
He
Heath
knows.
Ledger's Joker.
It's like,
Wanna
"Do you know how I got these scars?"
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Vicky's
Vicky
chips.
But no, popcorn for me. I love like the stream. We ordered it last week. Me and Taylor were playing COD, and I just like at
Yeah.
9:20, 10 minutes before the theater closed, I'm like, I'm ordering popcorn. Like I like impulse or I popcorn. And the problem is with popcorn, it doesn't fill me. I could keep eating it and eating it. There's never enough. When I have home popcorn, I literally will eat like 4 bags in a night, and I'll just stop because I'm like, you should probably stop now. This has some cancerous stuff in it too. But like, I love popcorn so much. I love the texture, the butter, everything. I have dabbled in doing flavors on it, but honestly, it's just like butter's
on
the way to go,
popcorn?
and that's all I have. Like, I think I can't do real food during a movie. I've never, not because I think it's gross or anything. I just like. I feel like I'd be too messy. Like people that eat the hot dogs or the nachos, like I need like a tray or something. I don't have that, but like I have my lap for the popcorn.
I would always be watching Hannibal eating like my dinner, like cutting into
yeah.
my steak and just like cutting like someone's leg off. It's like,
Yeah.
well, it does look good at least.
See,
Hey Kirkland, someone's in the
No.
YouTube chat named Tyler Greenhall. They said Kirkland is a liar. He eats Miss Vicky chips all the time. Wow, you're getting fucking called out by your
fucking
friend.
Tyler.
Wow.
Okay, I mean, desperate times.
What a
I wouldn't prefer
all the
it.
time. It's not desperate times. That means like fucking
That is not
24/7.
true. That is such bullshit. Ban this
So-
guy.
I want to switch back for a second. Carl and Garrett, just so
Yeah.
you know, Taylor, he doesn't eat popcorn because he doesn't have a microwave, and he refuses to get one at his house because he is stubborn. I've
Human
offered
microwave.
him a microwave, and he just won't. So,
I
like
think
on
it's
the
like a
stream,
religious thing or something.
I had to pre-pop popcorn at my house for the 24-hour stream and bring it to his house because he will not have a microwave in his house.
I'm not gonna get a microwave for other people's convenience. I mean,
It should
I
still
don't.
be for your convenience. I just
I'm a
imagine every
host.
time Madison asks, "Can we get a microwave this year?" Taylor just raises his fist and he says, "What did I tell you about
I
asking
need
about
another
a
Black
microwave?"
Series. We're using that money for Black Series.
Yeah, after my Xbox, maybe.
I do want to, all this popcorn talk. I want to shout out. I think you guys have probably heard it before. But like my favorite like memory of Travis and his popcorn is when we're going to see a movie. I can't remember which film it was, but he like did too much. butter.
69ers Part 2.
And he's sitting there, and like the butter was there's so much it seeped to the bottom of the bag.
I remember
Over his
that.
hand. It just looked like he wet himself with all the butter.
Oh, that was bad.
It was the beginning of the movie too, and I just picked up this thing, and it was butter, like literally tripping out. Because I had got listen to this. This is what I'm a fiend when it comes to it. I got double butter, and then they also have the butter pump. So I was like, well, I got to make sure I get the middle, because the middle it's always the top and the bottom has lots. So I got to get the middle. But like it just seeped down, and I was wearing shorts, and they're white gray shirts, and it was everywhere. So those, I'm not sure if your guys' theater have them, but they usually have like those movie magazines, like what's coming up and stuff like that. I had to get that and put that underneath it. I had to go through 2 of those just to eat my popcorn, because like it would soak through it, and it was just like I was just sitting there smelling like fucking butter the whole time. And I'm pretty sure it's during fucking King Kong, so it wasn't even a good movie.
Oh yeah, I think it was.
I'm sitting
Totally
there,
was.
I'm fucking King Kong and Skull Island and all this stuff going on, and Tom Hiddleston slashing through like monsters and stuff. And yeah, that was brutal. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, probably not Kirkland because he's obviously weak, but did anyone, when Rave used to have the extreme salt and vinegar before they got discontinued, did anyone ever try those? They were like so strong, like it like burned your mouth. Like it was like they've been discontinued. You can't find them anywhere anymore because they were just so grossly salt and vinegary.
It's probably like
they were amazing.
It's probably like some popular search engine on a Pornhub too, like in Canada, like for dominatrix people, like salt and vinegar rave or whatever. No, I never did, but I heard about that they did discount them. This sounds bad, but they did discount some Miss Vicky's chips because they found glass in them recently, and it was right before our charity stream. And I was like,
right,
oh, no.
And you bought some. You bought
yeah,
like 2 bags.
I bought some after. That's how much I like the chips. I'm like, well, let's hope there's not glass. Yeah. I'm like Kirkland. My mouth's made of fucking steel. Kirkland has like a little fucking piece of corn. He's like, oh, my tooth. Kirkland, little known fact, Kirkland still has his baby teeth, and he still hasn't lost any of his teeth.
That's true.
Do you guys have pickled onion over there? Is that a flavor?
Pickled what?
Pickled onion.
Like chip flavor?
Yeah,
I thought you said pickled bunions.
Yeah, me too. Like, what the fuck is a pickled bunion?
That's a great flavor, yeah. Pickled onion.
No.
We have dill pickle.
We got dill pickle.
Honey Dijon. No, what's it called? Caramelized
The honey
onion.
Dijon. No one calls it the honey Dijon. It's honey Dijon. Don't try and be cool, Kirkland.
Fuck off. I stopped myself from talking there. Okay.
Hey, lady, pass me over some of that honey Dijon. Come on now.
You know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna make it a thing. I'm gonna start only saying
Oh, poor Shay. You better get me those honey Dijon. No microwave for you either if you mistreat me again.
Carl, do you guys have ketchup? I know Garrett doesn't have ketchup flavor. Do you?
Yeah, we did have it for a while. They brought it out. It was Walker's, which is like your Lays. For some reason, it's called Walker's here. I don't know why.
So in our packages, we got to send Mrs. Vicky's, and then we got to add some ketchup chips.
We'll make sure it's the glass ones though for you guys. Get the full experience. What about you, Garrett? What's your like movie theater or just movie kind of snack?
Do you guys have like frozen lemonade at your theaters? Like those little like
we should.
Do we have it? Yeah, we not at the theaters.
It's not usually frozen lemonade. We get slushy, so it's usually Coke and then one secondary flavor like blue raspberry or something.
Yeah, we have that too. Yeah, we have like the Minute Maid like frozen. They're like they can. It's not like a slushy type thing, but I usually get one of those almost at every movie. But it's pretty good.
See, the slushy ones for us suck because I feel like you suck 3 times and it's over. Hey-oh. But like, no, but literally like.
There's like a movie going on and you're that guy that's like.
That's Taylor. Taylor has done it a few times and I've been
so
like, you gotta
loud,
stop.
What are you talking about? That's bullshit.
You
Remember
have-
Jigsaw? That wasn't me that time.
Why do you always go back to Jigsaw?
Is that the movie that people someone's just farting next to you too?
No, that was Lego Movie. Lego Movie Part 2. Taylor was stuck with this kid who was just letting them rip beside him the whole time.
I looked over at the mom like this. And she would make eye contact with me.
And she was just like, good, take it in. You'd like Batman, you know what that is? That's fear. Take it in. But like, and it was so funny because we weren't even that far apart, but I didn't smell any of it. So it like had a cutoff at Taylor. I just remember the whole movie, Taylor look at me being like, and he went, but I felt good because like we've told the story before, but so Taylor wanted to see this movie and I was like, go see it, review it for us because it was early. And he's like, I want to go watch a movie with a bunch of little kids. Like, that'd be weird. And I'm like, fine, I'll go. I don't really want to see Lego Movie Part 2 a week earlier, but I'll go see it. So I get to the theater and it's early. This is the only showing that's happening. There's a bunch of kids. Taylor's 15 minutes late because he's playing Star Wars Battlefront. So I'm in the theater alone with all these fucking kids and everything like that. Exactly what he'd want to. So I'm just like, this is just so awkward. I'm just here, 20-year-old guy sitting and there's like nobody else. And then Taylor shows up. Oh, I had to finish my match in Call of Duty. So or in Battlefront. So that's how I knew that was karma for you showing up late. That was same thing as last night. Like, so last night, here's a little insight. I was going to the gym and I was like, okay, when at 10, we're going to play Call of Duty. So let me know. Have the stream ready for 10. Okay, Travis, for sure. I'm going to have it ready. I get there at 10. He's like, I'm just booting up now. And then when he does that, he goes, oh, there's an update. It took him 25 minutes to update it. So I just said, fuck it. We're not even streaming it because it's taking so long, man. But he was like, yeah, don't worry. He does this all the time. He's such a liar. I don't even know how Madison lives with this guy. He lies all the time. Like, oh, yeah, it'll all be ready. Like, oh, there'll be a thumbnail in there. I'll check. There's no fucking thumbnail.
Oh,
like,
no, there's a thumbnail. I got that.
Is there a Mandalorian thumbnail right now?
Yeah, go look.
All right.
He's going to.
I will, but I won't look on air because in case I'm wrong, I don't want to admit it. But still, all the time. But
if you don't look right now, though, Taylor's gonna make it in the background.
he's probably that's what he's probably been
Hold my
doing.
hands up. I'll keep like this.
Show us your cock. We need to make sure you're not doing anything.
What were you saying, Carl?
Is the Mandalorian episode dropping today or tonight for you?
It should already be dropped.
Oh, happy days. I can listen to it when I go to work.
Nice.
Okay. our review, you mean?
When do you
or
have to
the
go to
episode?
work?
Yeah, you're one. Yeah, you're
Oh,
one.
no, that drops tomorrow. I thought you meant the actual episode. I'm like, that definitely dropped. Yeah.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
you gave it to him, then you took it away.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait till Monday then.
Yeah, no, it'll happen. How are you guys enjoying season 2 of Mandalorian so far?
Go ahead, Garrett.
I just watched the new one today. I thought it was all right. I mean, I thought last episode was my favorite one so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I wasn't a big fan of today's actually. I thought they were more into the story, but I'm excited to hear what did you guys review it positively or negatively?
Well, Kirkland said it was his favorite. Anyone else that didn't think that can go fuck themselves.
Okay,
It
fuck
was
off.
a real harsh
I did
take.
not say that. I said anyone that likes Miss Vicky's can fuck off.
We were all pretty
I'm not
positive
going-
on it, but
I'm not going to spoilers, but I just thought there was something happening at the start of the episode with Cara Dune. She just was always like smiling, laughing. Like,
what are you doing with your hands there, Carl?
I was trying to
Big
explain what she was
emotion.
doing.
Yeah. She's
She
always
was-
happy.
No, but it was almost like she was laughing,
Perky.
and she couldn't hold it together. And it was
Oh, like
just
she's
that
breaking character almost.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes at the
They're
start.
just trying
It's
to
when
film the
ship-
Mandalorian,
when the ship
and
was
she won't
landing,
fucking
she was
stop
just like-
laughing.
Actually, no, I do remember that because when I thought she was like strangely a little too happy.
You're so
Ship
funny,
was going-
Grief. You're so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, I
She
think
was-
I
she was
think I think
overexcited
Gina
for Mando
Carano's high.
landing.
Get her off the set. I love Mandalorian. So we were debating this. Do you guys think so? Obviously, like probably coming up here is like Ahsoka, and there's gonna be this whole thing of like, is Baby Yoda gonna be dropped off? Do you guys think that they can do the show without Baby Yoda, or you think they're gonna keep Garrett? You're shaking your head no. So you think they're gonna find some way to keep those two together, Mando and Baby Yoda?
Yeah, for sure. I think as long as the show goes, they're gonna make Baby Yoda be with him.
Yeah, maybe like last season he like ships him off to college or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Carl? Same thing? Or?
Yeah, I think they need to keep him in. He's starting to get more of a character about him now. I think he'll go maybe along the lines of Baby Groot and
Mhm.
we'll see
Being a
the
teenager.
further.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has to stay around, I think.
Travis, you turned into Travis the White there. What
I
happened?
did. Thanks, Kirkland.
No answer.
I'm back.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking at some other topics. The only other one we hadn't talked about, which I was a little surprised about today, was that Deadpool announcement that Deadpool 3 is happening and it's going to be rated R, produced by Feige. So that's pretty interesting because like they haven't done this yet. They have done they've produced those Spider-Man movies which aren't theirs, but that's still like MCU, PG-13, family, Tom Holland. This is like, so as of right now, it's not in the MCU. I think by the ending of this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if he's somehow in the MCU. But yeah, like, are you guys surprised? Because I honestly didn't think I was always worried we might not get Deadpool all, but I actually didn't think they would go rated R. I don't think they're gonna I don't think they're gonna have fucking Mickey Mouse in it and be like fully endorse it. They're gonna use the Century Studios like slogan and say it's not part of like it won't be on Disney Plus is what I'm saying, but they're still making it, I guess. And they said that at least the reports are it still plans to be rated R. So, is anyone surprised about this or what? Because I was surprised. I didn't think it'd be rated R.
Yeah, I feel like if it would have been in the MCU, it would have been hard for them to make it rated R. So no, like now that it's actually not, they've said it's not. I understand it a little bit more, but it's still pretty interesting that a Disney title is rated R, especially something like Deadpool. So I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, and Feige's involved with it, so it's like
Yeah,
it might not be MCU, but he still like has a hand in it. So I'm not sure.
Totally.
What about you guys, Gary and Carl? You guys, what do you think about this?
I think there's a lot of pressure on them for sure, because like it has to be, if it's gonna be rated R, it's got to be rated R, rated R. Like if they even tone down, I think the rated R-ness of it, I think people are gonna come at them pretty hard, because I think, like you said, like I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be rated R. I thought they were gonna do PG-13. So I'm glad that they're doing rated R, but they gotta go even harder, I think, than the last two movies for people to even respect it. I feel like.
Do they like do anything with like I know I didn't say Mickey Mouse would be in there, but I feel like they gotta have a bunch of Disney jokes at least. I feel like even like opening up
absolutely.
the like they kind of have like if that happens, then I feel like people will feel like okay, we're in, like they're gonna have some fun. But if Disney's not talked about or Mickey Mouse or the MCU, I feel like people will be like, oh, I don't know, are they handcuffed? But they better. I really hope they do.
Yeah, I can't see why they wouldn't. You know, it's Ryan Reynolds. He's going to poke fun at everything. I would probably put money on the fact that at the end of the movie, there would be some joke about an extra cutscene to relate to all the Marvel movies. And it'll probably be with him going into a new Marvel movie.
What are you about, Carl? What are you about? What are you about, Carl? Tell us.
What do you believe in?
What do you believe in, huh?
What is your essence?
Did you always think we'd get rated R Deadpool? Because like, so obviously
No.
Fox, that was bought like, I think it was almost like I don't know, how long ago was it now? I know it's at least 2 years, but it's been a while and we had heard like nothing about Deadpool. So were you in the camp thinking that it would eventually happen or?
Because it was Disney, no, but it's too much money to leave on the table for them to say no. Like it's huge, but it's just not their brand. So I'm very surprised. But you can't go buy a brand like Fox and then just say, well, we have to put the Disney trademark all over it, and we can't do the IP that they have. What's the point of buying it?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but yeah, I think this would be the last one. It'll be rated R, and then if there's any more, it'll be go down to PG-13.
Yeah.
Still want that on the Disney Plus app.
Yeah, I could see. I think there will be maybe some MCU stuff in Deadpool 3, but I could see them somehow like multiversing him into the MCU, and then they tone him down a little bit for fun. But I said this in our group chat earlier, as far as like I wonder if COVID had anything to do with it, just because like Predator, they're making a new one of that. They're moving forward on Deadpool. I wonder if they just feel like in the next few years they really want to put their money on IP so they can make sure that this has like a already guaranteed audience. Like maybe a few years ago or even like 6 months ago they would have been, nah, let's not do Deadpool, it's against our brand. But they're like, well, we know this will make money in COVID, and in the future if theaters are less, it's going to be less money all around for everybody. But at least it's like, well, Deadpool versus like something else, right? Like the Eternals, and I'm sure Eternals could be big or Shang-Chi or something like that, but it's like Deadpool, has a fan base and a following. So I wonder if it was like, well, it's just same thing with Predator. It's like that last movie bombed terribly, and I'm sorry, Taylor, for me, it was not a good movie, and I think a lot of people felt that same way, and they were kind of done with Predator, but now they're like, well, we're making a fifth one. So I feel like that's, again, well, that's at least an IP that we could maybe try to revive and people will enjoy it. I don't know. That's strange timing, but
yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, anything else, guys? We hit actually we've gone over the 2 hours, but anything else before we get out of here? It was fun. It was good to finally talk to you, Garrett. I hope you join us again in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
We try and usually at the beginning of the month always give like a when we're doing this sort of deal. So
next one will be during the day though.
Yeah, we're gonna do a morning one so Carl doesn't have to wake up at 3 a.m. because he's woke up every time. So
he's an animal.
Yeah, so we're gonna do an after 9 Christmas. It'll be something Christmas. Maybe we'll talk about some Christmas movies next time. We didn't do that. We'll talk about that. Definitely get some eggnog, Taylor. Everybody likes eggnog. That's the goal. I'm gonna put that in the Patreon. We're all gonna have our eggnog.
Okay,
so there we
I'll
go.
make sure to source out some and I can taste it for the first time.
Just drink raw eggs while you're on the cast with us, Carl.
Yeah,
just whatever.
Full on Rocky Balboa.
Yeah,
Just eat
exactly.
eggs. It's basically-
Travis, you like the buzzed head? You like the new look?
I do. I think because this is the way it is right now, but I think tomorrow Sunday I'm gonna shave it again and keep it this way until about spring-ish. Because if Taylor, your wedding, if it happens, I hope it does. I know you're very excited, but the world is very
Everything's
crazy.
booked, so it's happening.
You're allowed.
Well,
you can have up to 10 people. So
That's what I mean. Like
For now, for 2 weeks, in like 9 months, we'll see what it's like.
in 9 months, everyone's just fucking dead, and it's like, well, we only have 5 people to invite, so
It's happening. Everything's booked. It's going on Snapchat and
Taylor's
Facebook.
dead. It's his ghost. It's happening.
I'm not
First
gonna
ghost-
lie. I thought you were saying because him and Madison were gonna break up, and I was like, wow, that was.
Oh yeah, she's told me. She's like, I don't know. He just won't
For
get a
the
fucking
patrons.
microwave. He
Oh,
just
let
won't
her
get a
get the microwave. Yeah.
We only
Yeah.
eat salmon.
Yeah, he cooks me salmon. Try this salmon. This one has salt. This one has pepper. This one has salt and pepper. It's all from Walmart. But no, I do like it. It's good, especially in winter. Like I have had it before. It's been a while, but everyone always is like, "Oh, why in the winter aren't you cold?" But it's like it's so much better. Like toque weather. It's easy throwing a hood, toque, everything. Like having hair in winter just fucking sucks. It get cold and wet. No, you just cover right up. You can have the toque like down to your eyes and be completely fine. And you don't got to worry about when you pull it off. You don't look like fucking cousin It from Adam's Family, and your hair's like. So yeah, I think I'll probably keep it for a while. It's just like so nice, convenient, and I've always said like showers and sleeping on pillows, having this shaved head. It's still like it's the best feeling. Just laying
The
down.
better
Like,
life for sure.
oh, it is. You've never felt a cool pillow till you lay down on with a bald head, and it's like, oh.
Exactly.
I won't know that until we do a $10,000 charity stream.
And there you go. 10,000 one day. We're $8,000 away. We'll slowly build up. That would be that'd be funny if you had to. We'll do it right before Tiz's wedding.
Whoa.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, that's everything. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Well, I'm not sure date is there, Carl, but good job. Good look at
Saturday
work.
morning.
You know. No, I know what time it is. I'm not asking. He's still so bitter. 7 a.m, Travis.
No,
I
it's Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. It's just like, he keeps telling me the time.
No, it's
But,
only 5 a.m.
It's
still.
5, yeah.
There you go. So, but yeah,
Oof.
no, thank you everyone for joining. It was lots of fun catching up, and then yeah, we're gonna do this again next month. And yeah, everybody have a good weekend then.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take
Thanks
care.
for
Good
joining,
seeing you.
Carl, Garrett.
Thanks.
Take care.